And we're live on the last episode of Dragon Ball Z. Except it's not Dragon Ball Z, it's D&D Meridian Falls campaign Team 1. We had Team 2 back at it last Wednesday. And we're going to dive in today. Still waiting for a couple of bodies to filter in, which is good. It gives me time to quickly go over what's going on. First, I'd like to say that I am working on a little project, a little Discord API project that I'm hoping once I get it all fixed, it'll be a bot that transmits back to me information on who's talking, and then I can put that up as a UI on the stream. Right now I could just maybe have that little window open, I guess, clip that part of the Discord, and you guys could just see when they're talking. But I'm gonna make it a little more cooler than that, and have their whole face and whatnot. It's in the works. I'm having some troubles figuring out how to get the bot working. For some reason, when it connects, it has no problem connecting to voice chat if there's no one there. But as soon as there's someone there and it tries to connect, it errors. But if it joins first and then people filter in, it's fine. I don't know. I got to figure some stuff out. But I'm hoping by either Wednesday or next Saturday, because I have some time off to work on it, or next Sunday, I should say. Hopefully we'll have their faces up on the stream there, which I think would be pretty cool. Recapping what's gone on so far, it has been a week because we took a break last week, so it's been a hot minute. But they are in El Wayne City, which is under siege right now by the Goldmane Empire, and so there is battling and fighting going on in the city streets. There's basically the south half of the city is partially destroyed and overrun with soldiers, and the north half is still holding its own. There's also trolls roaming the streets as well that they know about, because one of our players has a little owl pet, a little owl familiar that went up and surveyed the scene. And I believe the last time we left, they have made it to the main camp, or the academy, if you will, for the local forces, and they were going to ask some questions, and I think we'll be able to get to do that very soon. But it looks like everybody's here, so I am going to turn on the Discord chat and allow people to introduce themselves. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Let me just double check that everything is working on that end.
Hey.
I, for some reason, have a feeling that something might not be working. I'm going to try coming back in. Hello, testing. I can't hear you guys. Testing. That seems to be a problem. We're having a slight technical issue. I cannot hear my fellow friends. I'm going to just quickly reboot Discord, and then we will jump into it. While I am killing time, I'm also working on a side project that I'm hoping to get done in the next week or two.
If I get called away for some reason,
that is a separate adventure that I have made. Hey, I think I can hear you guys now. How are you guys doing?
My phone literally just fully died.
Fully died.
Blue screen of death. It's dead. She's done. So if I get...
That's all?
You running a Windows phone?
I don't know what...
Windows XP on it?
I don't know, but it's got the... It has a code on the front screen. And I turned it on this morning.
Okay, well...
I'm calling that
we'll see what we can do to work with that. That sounds terrible.
So if I get called away for try and fix it, or if I have to, or to deal with anything, or I'm gonna hand myself over to stuff like character.
Oh no, I'm out.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna hand Blandford over to stop sulking.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do the introductions if you guys don't mind, and just to confirm, I'm going to say your in-character name, and then you will introduce yourself. So I'll go from the top down, starting off with May Glenadell.
Oh, hi, I'm Ezekiel. I play Megalina Adele, a little elf wizard girl who is extremely exhausted because the DM hates me.
Well then. And you also play another character.
I'm just kidding. Also, Rim, who's a male elf who's the same age, basically, and he's quiet. Hi.
The DM doesn't hate you, just hates May, apparently. Next up, we have Blanford Knitfable.
Hi, I'm Blanford. I'm Falstar. I'm playing Blanford. I sometimes I'm Zazie. It's a thing. I'm headed off to take a nap. I'm heading to bed to. I done my part to help deal with this, and that's all I really cared about. And I'm just gonna sleep through this fight because it's gonna be longer than a little bit. And hey.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. You are currently heading to the inn to take a long rest, or you're there actually. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what the rest of the party decides to do with once they get a little more information on the war effort.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have. I don't quite remember the last name. Feel free to add it in. Fjorn.
This is Imberg. I play Fjorn Ledbrock. Male human barbarian.
Nice. And
I thought it was
lastly,
Fjorn.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I thought it was what?
I thought it was pronounced Fjorn.
Oh, Fjorn. Yeah.
I know, I was kidding.
It reminds me of Ford from Critical Role, and they kept calling him Fjord or whatever. And it's really up to the person if they want to pronounce the J how they want. So, and lastly, our fourth character, or I guess fifth, if you really think about a first. I'm just saying words at this point. Oris.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Stop Shulking. I play Oris, Lycanpire, the monk, who last episode was gonna snipe with his bow and then decided he didn't want to kill anyone again, so he froze up and then he just started bopping people with his quarterstaff instead. So he's going through some issues right now because he accidentally killed someone the episode before that.
He's one of the few people who cares about death, and yet he's the one who is being really punished for it the hardest, especially with a potential revenant always lurking, hunting down our friends Oris and Blanford as his targets. Yeah, so last time we left off, the four of you, minus Blanford, arrived at the academy and had gotten attention of the commander, if you will, of the armed forces there. You had spoken to him a few days prior, and he hadn't taken you very seriously. Now he's here listening to you, fully open to your ideas, and he has his same female diviner at his side like he had before, which, easily confirms that you guys are now honor-clad, and he will respect every word that you have to say. So hopefully that's a bit of a makes up for the how annoyed you guys were with how rude. Although he is a little concerned that one of you has brought an owlbear with you and has a zombie following you, I think, still. I think.
Yeah, sure.
Unless you let the spell go or something. I'm not sure.
No, I mean, it's a zombie. It'll follow me around. Why not?
Okay. We shouldn't have. Yeah, you guys could just ignore my chapter name and be like, "We don't do anything." Ha ha!
No,
yeah.
it's funny because sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I wonder if that's how the episode's gonna go. And I'm like, oh well, we can't really not do that.
We're gonna make our stand, not our move.
The title is complete guess. I have no idea what you guys are planning to do.
I
And
think it would be
sometimes
funny if you just named them stuff like the hero's last stand, and we're like, wait, what?
the big TPK. I think I did that one time. I was like TPK question mark, and you guys were like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys were listening, but I was speaking in the intro just a little bit about how I am working on a Discord API-based app that will hopefully a bot will come in to the voice chat and will keep track of when you guys talk, and then I can put you guys on the stream UI so people can see when you guys who's speaking and whatnot. But I've ran into a couple of problems that have slowed me down, so until I can figure those out, it's you know, it doesn't quite work yet. But hopefully, because I have next week off, I can get you guys something by the following weekend.
What's a I'll figure that out.
But
cool.
yeah, if you guys are ready to jump in, we can start her up.
Heroes move out.
You guys form Voltron, and yeah. So the commander is there, and he looks a little concerned. He's like a little bit sweaty, like a little bit less put together than he was the last time you guys encountered him. And he comes up to you guys, and he just he kind of shows a little bit of respect this time and says, "Hey, what are you guys doing here? I'm glad to have your help if that's what you're here for."
I think Fjorn was leading us here, right?
Because it's been like 2 weeks. So we were just, what's his name left, and then we were gonna go talk to the general or somebody in charge and basically kind of figure out what else we can do, right?
Oh, I do want to become famous and buy followers. Woo. We can definitely use your help if you're willing to assist us. The war effort could use a hand.
Okay, guys, was there something specific we wanted to do? Or?
I'm not there. Remember?
That's fine. I'm not. If you're not here, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people that are traveling with me.
I guess that's it.
Wait, no, Oris is with me. No, Oris is with me. Remember? Oris and I went to the. Didn't Oris and I go together to the inn?
No. What the hell?
That's what I thought. It was that
I
the
forget.
two of us went together.
Oris, where are you?
Why would I go to the inn?
Oh.
You went by yourself, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
We
okay.
Help. We're all good people.
It's okay. You have one owlbear with you instead of two.
Yeah, Oris is doing his introspective thing, but he's still with May and Fjorn. And I think Fjorn was kind of leading because May is so tired and Oris is all
being grumpy.
Mopey.
Being mopey, yeah. And Fjorn also is a little bit more well known here because he was training people here, and they're very appreciative of the work he's done. Yeah, if you guys are just looking to assist us, I don't know if you guys wanted information from this general or if you just wanted him to tell you what needs to be done.
Well, we wanted information about. We need to know what is going on with the battle. Like, are we losing? Is this a defensible position in El Luane? What's...
Yes, of course. So, the soldiers have arrived earlier in the day, right before the siege happened. They're soldiers mostly from El Cas, which, if you guys aren't aware, is... This is the first time you're hearing the name of the city. Is a city further north, but not as far as El Rolin. It's just the next northern big city. And they're defending us right now. They've taken up position in the town center. They've lent us some of their soldiers, but the majority of them they're keeping. We're holding our own. It's not... the goal right now is just to hold back the attack because El Rolin is sending reinforcements that should arrive in a few days.
2
Okay.
days.
How confident are you we can do that?
Well, we haven't had any immediate trouble, but I'll be honest, the troll attacks are random and difficult to defend against. If you're looking to help, that's where I would suggest you start.
So you want us to take out the trolls?
Yeah, definitely. I can have our scouts report where the last attack has been, and if you could go there and slay them, that would be greatly helpful.
Okay, I guess we can trolls.
The diviner beside her kind of puts a hand on his shoulder, and he says, and he kind of straightens up a bit. And he's like, "We can, of course, reward you for your efforts. You don't have to do this for free. I'd appreciate it if you did, but the military has money. We have money we can offer you."
Okay, that's cool. If you want to pay us to do it, then yeah.
Let me just.
Okay, so where do you want us to go?
If that's what you guys want to do, he will call one of his scouts over to talk to him real quick. Hey, and you can overhear them talking a little bit in Elvish, because I think most of you can speak Elvish, talking about the last time a troll encounter, like where, and he's giving him back some pointers on where to go. We lost a few, like, when he mentions the location, he also happens to mention that there was quite a few fatalities there as well. But yeah, if that's what you're looking to do, they've given you a location that's about, it might take you at most an hour to get there on foot. But you don't have to do this now. If you wanted to wait for Blanford or rest first, these are options.
What do you think? Think we should rest first?
Oris is fine.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, he's got most of his key points and most of his HP and inspiration, but
So I'm good on HP. So.
It's up to you guys.
I think
May does have
was
3
May
points of exhaustion, and Blanford's missing.
I have nothing against resting because I can refresh my rage slots.
a short rest.
I have to have long rest for that.
I mean, I guess we could rest before we do this. I just want to make sure that the city's safe, so we don't get overrun while we're in our beds.
The diviner, who's yet to introduce herself with a name, kind of steps forward, ignoring chain of command for a second, and speaks. Are you guys looking for the Black Fang?
I guess that we know him.
I've had word from him. He is in the city, but should he try to contact you guys, I will be letting him know where you are.
He's in the city?
I guess you wouldn't say that. He would know where you are if he's close. If he's that close to you, he would know where you are. So she doesn't have to tell him that. I don't know why I said that.
Sweet.
DM slip up. My apologies, because he can totally track you. Yes, from what I understand, he's having trouble getting through the forces, making it up northward through the city. He says he has 2 of your friends with him.
Okay, so can we help him get here?
You could, definitely. That's another. I'll say this is the DM. It's another thing that you can do. You can either hunt that. Now I'm kind of giving you quests, and I'll just say it plainly. You can fight some trolls to help the war effort. You can try to fight through the military forces to try to meet up with the Black Fang. I don't think this is a spoiler. I'm pretty sure I told you before that he's traveling with... Or you guys can tell me who he said he's traveling with. I told you, right?
Yeah.
Tessa and them.
Tessa
And Callie.
Yeah.
The only ones that are
so that's not a spoiler. I
are...
was like, I told you guys this, right? You guys know this already?
Surprise, it's actually Gimbal in full.
I don't know. I think that you implied that, but I don't remember if you said specifically because we didn't talk to them.
Yeah, I don't know how much I can't remember exactly what I said, so I'll let it be implied that those are the two characters still.
Are they going to be able to get here by themselves, or what do you know? I don't understand.
I can tell you that they're in the southern half of the city, which is currently owned and controlled by the Goldmane Empire. They're moving, but it is slow going. The two he travels with are not as powerful as I imagine you, the group of you, are. And the Black Fang himself is only capable of so much. Also, on top of that, if you're truly requiring aid, and she kind of looks at Oris and Fjorn, but then kind of looks in the direction of May. I guess Rim as well. She looks at the three of you and then kind of looks at May. You might want to consider going to the local alchemist. I forget if I told you a name. You traveled and saw him before. You went to the alchemist shop previously, and you were considering having Rim work there or whatever. I forget if I gave you a name of the place or the name of the character, but that's who she's suggesting. Possibly going there and looking for some kind of potions or something that will help with the fact that May is triple exhausted.
May is gone.
I'm just giving you guys general quest lines. Totally up to you guys what you want to do.
Yeah,
you can rest, you can act.
Chat.
Discord acting up? What? How dare it?
He's back.
That's always the case, isn't it?
Hey.
Discord's just one of those...
Okay.
So, there's an alchemist that will help May with...
Yeah, the potion shop that you were at before. And you guys do remember that he mentioned having at least a potion of restoration, which can remove some exhaustion from a person. But you guys didn't want it because you said it was a waste of a potion or something at the time.
It was hideously expensive.
That's true. Who knows? Maybe because it's a war effort, things will be different.
Or you can, if you have someone who's got good thieving skills.
Jesus.
Go back to sleep, Blandford.
I mean, the city is... I'm not going to say anything more. You guys have enough information that you can make an informed decision on what you want to do. They're happy to help you.
What did we talk about for the past, 3 minutes?
There's an alchemist shop that may have potions that might be able to help your exhaustion. The one that you were at before.
Are we doing that?
We have not decided.
How much did it cost?
At the time? I don't remember. I feel like it's in the very rare potions category.
It was at least twice as much, if not more, than a healing potion or something. It was 500, 1,000 gold or something like that.
I remember it was 4 figures. It was hideous. If two of us pulled our gold.
What?
Was it Potion of Greater Restoration? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
But perhaps, given the war effort, we might be able to negotiate a much lower price.
Yeah, or we could just not worry about it, but we can if you want to. Where the hell's my gold?
Potion of Vitality, that's what it was.
Vitality. I don't know. I've only got like 300 gold about altogether, so. I don't think it was 4 figures, but I could be wrong.
We could go see.
I guess. Is it gonna? Did we decide where we're going, or?
I think we should help Black Fang before we tackle trolls.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
That's a good idea. We don't know if they're gonna be able to make it safely through.
Right, so
we can try to get a potion first. That's fine.
yeah. Let's
I guess
say
this would be helpful too. I've got 1 healing potion.
yeah, I have one, I think. All right, so we go to the alchemy shop, and then we'll see about helping Black Fang.
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan?
Sure.
You guys have opted for the path that has the least Blanford in it.
None of them have Blanford at the moment, so.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah,
for
sure.
going to sleep, I guess.
Are you
So,
saying that Blanford is a troll?
pardon?
Are you saying that Blanford is a troll?
No,
I know
you guys
what
are
you're
just you guys are acting now. You're not waiting for him to return. You're not resting or anything like that. You're acting immediately.
I don't think we were planning on waiting 8 hours for him.
I think the resting will happen before the trolls, though.
Yeah, most likely if we're having to do another whole fight.
Well, if his phone stops working, then we don't have to worry about anybody piloting him.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So, you guys, they give you the location, although you've been there before, but it helps to get a clean route so that you don't run into anything. It's far enough into the north half of the city that you probably won't encounter anything out of the ordinary. But yeah, it's going to take you a little bit of time to get there, so if you guys wouldn't mind giving me basic marching order and a perception roll.
I'll go first.
I'll have my owl make a perception roll.
Sounds good. Squire doing the dirty. Interesting.
19.
I heard it. I didn't see the roll.
Mine?
Nothing in chat.
I heard the sound.
I think it sent it just to you again. It's a 19.
Oh, you did. You sent it just to the DM. That's okay. I can use that. It's good because now the rest of the party doesn't know how perceptive your owl was as you travel.
But
Except the fact he said 19.
Oh, you said it aloud. Okay, well, that does spoil it for everyone.
18 like 3 times.
Yeah, sure. So you continue to travel.
I think we should stop traveling now.
Yeah?
Kidding.
You guys want to stop traveling?
No, keep going. Where are we going? We get those 6.
You all died of meteors. At one point during the as you're going by, you do hear the noise of a battle nearby. There's clearly some elves and Goldmane forces in combat about maybe 100 feet out of the way. You're definitely capable of ignoring it, though, and just continuing to move on.
Should I toss a fireball in there?
It's up to you guys. You could just roll the dice and see if you get extra charges to your necklace.
No, shut up. No, we're going to keep going. See, this is what I'm talking about. He wants me to die of exhaustion.
You don't have to personally roll the dice. I never said that.
May's a little bit unstable. Why don't we just stick with Rim? We'll just kill off May. We'll let Rim take over. He's quieter, you know.
Command your owl to roll the dice.
I'm gonna send my owl over to cast Fireball. Fireball is a touch spell, right?
Firebolt?
Yes.
Fireball.
Fireball?
I'm joking.
Magic missile? You could just give it your bead of your fireball necklace and have it just go like...
No, I only have like one bead on me.
Yeah, that's why you throw the whole necklace. Who cares, right? I guess it's up to the DM's interpretation if that would work or not, because I think for magical items you have to like do something to activate them. But
yeah,
maybe you could, because you have high arcana, you could just like do a roll that maybe you activate it on delay and let Squire go and drop the bomb. You're not doing that. We're just talking. We're just being silly, but so you're gonna continue moving to the shop?
Yes.
As far as you know, all the other buildings, every time you see like commercial buildings, they've been evacuated. There hasn't been, there's not like running shops as far as you can tell as you go by. Like you even like see the bazaar a little bit, and there's like no one there. There's stalls that are left because people just like packed up and ran, but there's no people here. There's no one like running establishments because the population has been evacuated. So as you continue traveling, you don't run into any more major issues, and you arrive at the alchemist shop that you had been at before. Oh yeah, you guys are supposed to be taking some more psychic damage. I forget if I just told you to take the full 6 points or not at the end.
Oh.
It's a point an hour for 6 hours, so I mean...
I don't remember. Well, we took a short rest and stuff, so I don't know how long it's been.
I don't know. You guys want to just take like 2 points of psychic damage and we just call her done?
What?
Oh, it was 6 points total, right?
Yeah.
Well, I only took 2 points of damage, so I assume there's 4 more to handle.
Take 2. Everybody takes 2 more as your headache continues to like annoy the crap out of you, and we'll worry about the last 2 points later. And Blanford can more or less ignore it because he's busy resting, anyways.
Well, what was this from again?
This was when you used the doll. You were cursed from returning back from the shadow.
Oh yeah.
I forgot. I didn't realize that's what it was. Sorry, guys. I wouldn't have reminded.
I felt like at the end of the last episode, I just said, like, take the full 6. And then I assumed you guys were resting, but then you aren't resting, so...
Well, we took a short rest.
Well, whatever. It's fine. We'll just keep going. It's okay. We'll just keep doing it.
There was a reason I said I tried to convince May to sleep, but no.
There was multiple reasons.
That's okay.
Did you go to the freaking shop yet?
Yeah, you're at the Potion Emporium. I don't know what I called it at the time.
Has it been raided already?
It doesn't look like... There's no exterior damage, if that's what you're asking.
I guess we'll go to the door and open it.
Sure, yeah. It's open, and you can totally go in. As you enter into the shop, it's a bit dark, because there's like no candles and stuff lit, but it is daytime, so there's like some light coming in. And you notice there's a figure standing in the corner. Or not in the corner. He's like sifting through ingredients and potions and stuff kind of frantically. The stock overall in this place is very diminished. You're not sure if they took it for the war effort or if the owner, when evacuating, possibly left with everything, or the majority of his stock. You're not quite sure, but after a couple of seconds and your eyes adjusting to the light and May adjusting to being exhausted, stock evacuation, yeah. It's a School of Magic called evacuation. You recognize the person sifting through stuff as Dapper Dan. He does not seem to notice you guys.
Hey, Dapper.
And he kind of stops shuffling through what he's doing. He turns to you guys, and he looks kind of disheveled. He was so well dressed before, now he's slightly less dapper. Oh, hey, it's you guys. What are you doing here? I don't even remember if that was his voice. We're just doing it.
I could ask you the same question.
Potions, they're important. I need to, I'm still looking for ingredients. You guys never did end up helping me with my job, but,
Well, the war started, so, is there, can I see any of the potions that we need on the walls? Like, she's gonna look around while she's talking.
Sure, yeah, you can do investigation.
Oh.
You're like, no, I don't want to. Can my owl investigate for me?
Well, no, I thought that we maybe knew where we'd seen where he put them before. Whoops, sorry, that was with advantage.
That's okay. I can see the 8, which is a nat 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah. May stumbles around and finds, she actually, finds some potion, an active, a usable potion, and accidentally knocks it off the shelf and spills it. You don't know what potion it was, but now it is worthlessly sizzling on the floor. And he's busy. He's more Dapper Dan is mostly looking through ingredients. He doesn't seem that interested in the few potions that are left in the store. Apparently he wants to make his own potion or needs them for some reason. You're not quite sure.
So what's one we need called?
Potion of Vitality.
Literally any potion. We just need to know what the potions are and how many there are. Whatever. We'll just figure out what they are afterwards.
You just want to grab some bottles?
As far as we know, he didn't have that many different types of potions. He had healing potions and vitality and one other one. I don't think he really listed off a dozen different types of potions he had.
No, he liked to make the potions for you when you asked for them. So as far as completed potions go, the stock is going to be relatively limited. I don't know if somebody else wants to possibly look instead of May, who's exhausted.
Yeah, Owl's not going to investigate, so.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you find what you bring back. You find 3 potions and you bring them back, and May looks at them and she says, "These are just water."
Okay. I forgot. I'll have, if Oris wants to look, I'll have. I'll have the owl help you.
Please don't be as good at this as you were at finding food, guys.
Investigation?
Yes, please. Okay, yeah. You've got a little bit more an eye for potions. That's obvious here. More so you knew to look more in the back. You kind of ignored what was immediately available, and even you go past Dapper Dan. You just ignore him and what he's doing. You kind of get into the back a bit, and you're looking for potions. You find, I forget, have I given you a healing potion better than standard healing yet? Does anyone have one, or are they all just the first level healing potions?
I just have regular ones myself.
I have a potion of healing, a greater one.
A greater one, okay. So, as you go through the potions, you find, I'm going to say you find 2 potions. You find one that looks like the one Fjorn has, the greater healing potion, so you can identify it as that immediately. And you find another one, you forget what the potion does, but you recognize it because you saw that Blanford had it before, and you grab this potion off the shelf. It'll take a little. You'll have to hand it to someone who knows a little bit more about potions, but they'll identify it as the fire-breathing potion that that he drank during the Shadowfell fight. But sadly, you don't find a potion of vitality immediately, and you come back and you hand the potions to the party. You guys can divvy up those 2 potions how you'd like.
So let's do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I having to drop out.
Black thing. Oh.
Sure. So you guys are done here?
Yeah,
Sure.
I guess so.
Yes, I guess.
All right. Dapper Dan just continuing to do his thing, and you guys step out the building, And as you step out, there's a man there. There's a man standing there, waiting outside the building. He does not look like he belongs to you. None of you recognize him. He doesn't seem fazed by the fact that there's an owlbear outside. I don't know what you guys did with it. Maybe tied it to something or just told it to wait out there.
I just left it.
It entered the building, and now there's rubble everywhere.
So is this a human?
Yeah, so you're looking at him. He's human. He doesn't look like he's wearing the attire of anybody you've seen up till now. He doesn't look like he would be from Goldmane Empire. He doesn't look like he's from the Elven forces. He's wearing like a duster. He's wearing like a long jacket, if you will, kind of open in the middle. You notice that he's... let me just see if you see any of these things. Actually, if someone could just roll me some perception real quick. Yeah, we're in the Matrix, except it's like brown, dark. It's not like black, and he's not wearing sunglasses. He's not Neo. He doesn't have slick back hair. So I'm going to take Oris's perception there, and not so much another nat 1 from Ezekiel. You notice some of the things on his person. You notice that he has a bag slung over his shoulder that you recognize as... DM hates me! As a bag, you recognize it as a bag of holding because you've seen it before. You've seen bags of holding before. So he has a bag of holding, possibly with more stuff in it that you're not sure about. You also notice that he has some weapons on him. He has a short sword, kind of just the hilt of it poking out the one side. You notice that he has a dagger on his leg. At the bottom of his jacket kind of flips up, and you notice he has like a dagger prepped on tied to his ankle. You also notice that what else do you notice from him? Yeah, that's it. You basically notice he has a bunch of stuff on him. And he's also, most importantly, you all notice that he has his left hand up and he's holding a potion in his hand that he shakes a little bit. It has a crimson liquid in it that's pulsing with dull light that almost goes like to a heartbeat. Thump, thump, thump. And he says, "Hey, are you guys looking for this?"
Who are you?
Sorry, let me introduce myself. And he kind of does like a little flourished bow. My name is a Roman Tango. And I feel like you guys need this potion of vitality more than I do.
We could use it, sure. May heavily leaned against her owlbear.
He hands the potion specifically to May, the potion, and looks to the rest of you guys.
So what are you doing here? Because you're a human and this is an elf town.
Yeah, there's definitely a war going on, that's for sure. I haven't quite decided if it makes sense to fight on either side just yet. But you know, a battlefield always has goodies.
Sure, yeah. Thanks, I guess. You can leave. I don't...
Yeah, sure. You guys want nothing to do with me, I see.
Well, do you want something? I don't know. You're just gonna show up, give us a potion, and then you're just standing here. Do you need something from us?
What?
Well, You guys are the adventurers I've heard about. I thought it would be prudent for me to introduce myself before you make a splash in this combat, this war that we're having.
Cool. Hi, nice to meet you, Tango.
Tango, yes. I prefer that. Thank you. Have you heard of the Highmark Guild?
Vaguely.
And he
Why
kind of
does that
straightens
sound
up.
familiar?
I'm sorry?
Is that from the other campaign?
No,
We've
it's from
What's her name's name? Part of it, the gnome lady.
Rat Lady and Whimsy.
Oh, right.
Yes, you know of them. You also know of... I won't say anymore, because I can't remember exactly what I've told you guys. Which isn't really fair, because you guys probably don't remember everything I've said, either.
Yes, we've heard of it. What does he want to say about it?
Well, I myself am a member of the Heimar Guild as well. I thought I could offer my services to you guys, but it doesn't sound like you need me.
No, it's just that you're kind of standing here and you're like, you give us a we don't know who you are. Why would we be like...
Yeah, I know. Guy just gives you like $1,000 potion, but he's a piece of shit, so you should treat him poorly.
This is why you need a bard who can say, "Hey, love you so much."
It's up to you guys. I mean, you don't have to care about this guy at all.
I thanked you for the potion. I don't understand why you think I'm treating you poorly. You're just kind of yeah, thank you for the potion. What do you need something? Do you want something? Can we help you in some way? I mean, I don't mind helping you because you gave us a potion, but you didn't ask for anything. You just kind of gave it, and I'm like, thanks, cool. We're gonna go fight in a war now. Probably.
Okay.
So what can we do to make up for the?
Yeah,
You giving us the potion.
I could help you. What is it you're planning to do next?
Well, we're gonna help a friend of ours get through the battle, and then we're gonna try, if we can, we're gonna help with some of them trolls that have been running around rampant.
Trolls, yeah. I do hate me some trolls. I don't know if you've seen them, but I've never seen trolls like this. They've got them armed to the teeth. I've never seen a troll like that before.
I didn't know trolls had teeth.
You're welcome to help if you want.
If you don't mind, I would love to accompany you and just kind of watch what you're up to.
Sure. I'm gonna look at the other two and see if that sounds suspicious or not. But...
Sounds kind of like Black Fang, just standing back and watching.
Can you stay out of trouble? Horace asks him. We can't have a liability on the battlefield.
Liability. Well, I can help. I can help many ways. I'm assuming you've met other members of the Heimar Guild. I mean, I've heard stories
Not in combat.
through channels from about you guys. I just assumed that you were a friend of them.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Yes, totally. We've heard of the Heimar Guild and stuff. You're asking to accompany us into battle. We have no idea who you are. So we don't know if you could, like, betray us or something. I mean, you don't seem untrustworthy, but it is kind of quick.
You have me outnumbered, and you have an owlbear. Maybe I should be the one concerned of you.
I mean, you've heard of you.
That's fine, that's fine. If you don't need my assistance, I'll be on my way.
Oh my word! Oh my word! This is why you need a bard.
For anyone other than me to talk. Follow us if you want. I'm gonna go save fucking Black Fang, and I'm gonna look at this potion. I don't want to just drink it right away because I don't trust this person necessarily.
Sure. Do you want to make an Arcana check on it?
Not particularly, but...
Or medicine, if you want. That's up to you.
Arcana obviously is gonna be better, but I just don't want to roll a check.
Hot damn!
Wow.
Today you are fully aware. You are very aware of your potions. You were paying attention in McGonagall's class, or whoever does potions. I don't remember.
McGonagall, what? It's Snape.
No, he just dark arts. It's different, right?
No, at the beginning he does potions.
He does do potions. I believe doesn't potions change throughout the series? I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of dark arts changing.
Yeah, it does.
But
doesn't matter. I know it's not McGonagall.
Snape's been a potion master for like 15 years or something.
Yeah, well, Snape's also like possibly a bad guy. You never really know. Anyways, you remember from
potions ever. She's not a potion.
It's not in this world. It was a joke. It's fine. It's fine. You guys remember the last time you were speaking to the, or you recall very easily your potions, and it was specifically the potion you were looking for. Had you not just spilt stuff when you entered the in your stupor. It is a potion of vitality.
Cool. Okay, I guess I'll drink it then.
Okay. You down the potion. It removes all your exhaustion, cures all your diseases,
Damn.
all your poisons. I'm sorry?
All 3 levels of it?
You drink this potion. It removes any exhaustion you are suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you. For the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points whenever you roll hit dice. That's what it does.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, that's not just Greater Restoration. Greater Restoration only removes 1. I thought
Yeah, it is like an insane potion.
Jesus.
This is something that we need to keep stocked on.
Yeah, we
We're gonna
don't
be rolling dice.
think you had a bunch of them. I think you had 1.
Yeah, we need to commit somebody to Rim to like make a bunch of these or something. The supply chain thing that we were working on.
It's a really insane potion. That's why it was expensive last time. I may have misspoke and said it was only 1 level at the time, but you guys were always free to look up the potion as well. I'm just reading it literally what it says.
Perks right back up. I'm also gonna roll insight on this guy since he's with us.
You're like, now I can roll stuff. I'm gonna roll some dice.
To add to things, so
It's interesting. So as you try to figure out this guy, you feel he's honest, but you feel that same like feel you get from whenever you encounter or speak with anyone from the Highmark Guild. Like when you specifically have spoken to Whimsy, and I believe you may have talked a little bit when it was time to talk to the Rat Woman. Those were the other 2 members of the Highmark Guild you've spoken with before, and you're like, okay, you're legit, but like 100%? Like, what's up? I don't know. Something seems... There's always like a little something off with every one of them that you've met so far. Whimsy is really scatterbrained. The Rat Woman thinks she's a rat. And you're not really sure what Tango's deal is, but he seems honest and helpful.
Sorry.
I think he's supposed to seem full of himself. I think Duper's just making him be that way.
He's secretly
Just
Zazie.
the confidence, right? I'm getting like Arden from Final Fantasy 15 vibes. He's just like this super sleazy, like wearing a cloak.
Yeah.
Thinks he's the hot shit.
Yeah. Well, he's not wearing he doesn't have anything covering his hair. He's not wearing like a hood. he's just got like a long collared like jacket on to the ground, and he's being a little cocky about the way he. With a name like Tango, this guy's probably a bit of a dick.
Yeah, he's hot shit, right?
Yeah, he thinks he's hot shit. Also, the more time you spend with him, you notice he's also got a staff on his back. So you're after a quick second, you're like, okay, so this guy's got he wields a dagger, a sword, and a staff, and he's got a bag of holding and potion knowledge. You're kind of like trying to put your finger on where this guy lands, and you can't quite. He does. He thinks he's the protagonist. The DM is now officially entered the game as. No.
Wait, so he has a bag of holding. Is his staff looking magical?
Sure, yeah. Your perception wasn't very good, but you can throw me some Arcana now that you are legit Arcana-ing.
Awake.
Yeah. And I'll just let you kind of identify everything on this person with that roll. Yeah. So you notice that the staff that he has on him is magical. It takes you a second to notice the things that Oris had seen, but you're pretty sure the weapon he is holding on his hip, the sword, and the dagger are also both magical. The bag is clearly magical, the bag of holding. You find this to be actually kind of impressive because he's got, so far, just from what you can see, he's holding more stuff than probably your whole party in general magicalness. I mean, maybe not your whole party. You've got armor and other items, but he seems to be well stocked. You also notice that he has a necklace as well. This is something that Oris hadn't quite noticed or hadn't taken. He just thought it was like jewelry that he was wearing, just like what kind of dick wears a necklace? And you notice that they are magical as well. That there's beads on this necklace.
So, are you guys gonna kill him and take his stuff?
Well, no, but we might lead him into battles. We can die.
Yeah, you're like, hey, what's in the bag, bro? Fighting. What's in the bag?
His spells. In the middle of battle, he's like, all right, guys, it's okay. I'll run up ahead. cast. And I'm like, counterspell. He's like, what? What just happened? 1,000 shares. Okay.
I was gonna say, let's just say Oris notices May's kind of mood just immediately,
Yes.
like 180, and he sort of like perks up a bit, and he's sort of like, okay, we're sort of we're doing this sort of thing now.
We're good
It's
now.
hard not to feel the vitality, just kind of like streaming off him. Sort of.
Yeah, he just took his sensu bean and he's good to go now.
Literally.
His magic meth. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty darn sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
So
he only had the one though. He didn't have enough to potentially heal up Blanford, who.
So
it's up to you guys.
Go to get to where we're going.
Okay, so when you left the academy, you would have gathered the information on basic directions on where to find the Black Fang. Are you going to offer this information to Tango, or is he just going to follow you guys?
Let's make him follow us.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. He's willing to. He doesn't seem to care. He's like just really interested in you guys. Does actually.
Well, I'm curious how long we can walk, because I maybe we'll talk to him, but if it's going to be like really quick, we're there. I don't talk in bad.
Okay, so how far is it? It's going to be a while, and you'll have to be moving through enemy territory, which will probably require some stealth checks and potential encounters.
So we're stealthing through them, and then we're finding Black Fang, and then we're fighting our way back?
I mean,
or we'll fight our
way
in there.
The southern half of the city, so like there's dangers of you being attacked or found by the Goldmane Empire. You might be hit by the boulders that are occasionally striking the city. Like there are dangers on that half of the city. You have to go deep into the.
Okay.
You'll also probably not want to have Squire just like flying around scouting at that point, because there's a chance for him to get shot down as well. I forget. Did you send him to look at the camp? I can't remember if you did that or not. I feel like you know what it is? I'm confusing it when you were in the Shadowfell and he got shot at. I don't think he's been shot at in the material plane yet. So.
No, he hasn't been shot at.
I'm just letting you know that you have to go deep into the south half of the city, which is going to be not owned, not safe.
We'll just go there, and I'll ask what's his name about the guild.
Why are you yawning, man? You're not tired anymore.
It's just me.
Ezekiel's just like, why you make me get up at 9 a.m. to play this stupid game?
No, it's later for me, thankfully. No, it's 11 right now.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad then.
I just go to sleep super late because yeah.
Why not? When I was in my early 20s, I used to work a night shift where like I would work from, 4 till 2 in the morning, and then I would go home and I would play video games until 7 in the morning, and then I would get up. I would sleep then, get up, and go to my shift, and it was like...
Yeah, that's basically what I do. I never have late shifts. But anyways,
that's,
so...
You know, when you're 20-something, it's like, why not? I bounce back.
Tell me about this guild. What's I mean, we know a couple of people from it, but I don't know anything about it except that maybe it's about magic or something, and I can do magic.
Oh, yes, the Highmark Guild. So yeah, I guess you guys start traveling, and for the first bit, you guys are still in the northern half, so you get a chance to talk before you have to worry about making rolls and potentially encountering things. Yeah, the Highmark Guild. It's just a member of like-minded individuals that have sets of rules and things that they're interested in. We try not to have affiliation with other factions if we can avoid it, but we all do tend to fancy a good adventuring party to follow. Very interesting, you guys.
Thanks. But what is, I don't know, what's your guys' purpose? I understand that you are a group of people with similar ideas and ideologies. That's what a group or club or whatever you want to call yourself is. But what are those?
Jeez, that's a good question. Well, it really all comes down to whatever Heckram really wants. I, for one, am a proprietor of magical goods. Who else have you met?
I don't remember anybody's names. The rat person and Whimsy.
Whimsy Galeside. You met Whimsy.
I don't know her last name. That might be it.
Oh, yes. He stops for a minute, and you guys are, like, trying to keep walking, and he for some reason, expects you guys to stop, too, but you don't really. And he just, like, stops, and, like, he's just, like, pondering something. Like, he's just, like, got a big grin on his face, and he's just thinking to himself for a second. He's like, yes, Whimsy, I remember. Oh, yes, and then he just, like, quickly catches up to you guys and continues with the walk. Yeah, she's a wild one, that Whimsy.
Oh, really?
Have you seen her as of late? I haven't heard much of her.
So you don't keep in good contact with other members of the guild?
I mean, I'm here with you right now.
We're not part of the guild, though.
No, but I don't know. Are you asking him if he has a cell reception?
I guess. No, I asked if he keeps in good contact with the guild, because he said he hasn't seen what's-her-name lately, and I'm curious why.
I speak with the guild when I can.
So, that doesn't really answer my question, but why haven't you talked to Wendy lately?
I just haven't seen her.
Okay. She seems fine, I guess. I think she's with the army, so great.
Oh, she's here in Elwayne.
Not necessarily, but she's with the army that is attacking us, I think, yeah.
Are you just saying she might be outside the city, but she's at, like, that's fine.
We don't know, honestly. We just know that she knows about the army. We don't know if she's actually with the current. We don't know if they split.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're trying to say. Okay.
Yeah. So she could be in the encampment. She could be further back or something.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if they want her
I understand.
close to the battle.
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing her again, that's for sure. Her sister, on the other hand, I can't stand.
Totally. So, that's, yeah. What can you tell me more about the guild?
Can I get what I always get? Sorry. I was being asked a question by people in RL. It's freaking people.
Freaking people.
Freaking people in RL. Sorry, what was it you asked,
Insight?
Tango?
She just wants to know, like, about the guild. Like, what is... I guess she'll just say, so, like, say I wanted to join the guild. What would you tell me about it? Like, that's what she kind of wants to know.
Join the Heimar Guild. Well, there are some things you'd have to do first, but, I mean, being adventurers, I mean, I haven't seen you in action, but what I've heard is you're quite the spell user, aren't you? I see that book. That's no ordinary spell book either.
Nope, it's a spell, yep, it's a spell book. Yeah, I can do spells, like, that's what yeah. So do I just need to be a...
It is magical, right? The spell book?
So I'm curious yeah. I don't know, why I'm asking about it is because, I don't know, one, I mean, maybe it'd be interesting to join. Also, you're not doing a very good job of selling your guild.
We're not always looking for new members. You'll have to speak with someone in charge. Would you like me to mention you to Heckram if I see him?
Sure, yeah, that would be great. What can you tell me about Heckram?
Heckram. Oh. That man has some obsessions, I tell you. He definitely founded the Heimar Guild, but he doesn't care so much about the people as much as what they can do for him. He's powerful. I can tell you that.
It sounds like it.
He needs to do some tuning on those dice. They just keep making May tired.
Are you actually asking about the dice?
No, because Oris is just commenting that he doesn't like the dice because they're just making May tired all the time.
Okay, so you do mention, though. You do mention
Yeah.
the dice in passing. Oh,
Yeah.
do you guys have a pair of his dice? Do you? I have a few as well.
Cool.
How?
Sorry.
I've got a couple D20s with his name on them.
D20.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, they're. I mean, if you have them, it's good to use them. If you can, within the Heimar Guild, sometimes the dice themselves can even be used as currency.
Cool. So,
Do you have any of his tokens?
what does that mean?
He reaches into his bag of holding and he pulls out a token. It's bigger than the coin that Fjorn has. So you already have a coin, right? That has a Highmark symbol on it. It's for payment in blood or whatever is what I meant.
Oh.
All right. This is a token. So when I say token, it's more like oblong shaped. It's much larger. It's if you can picture I forget what they're called. You can get gold in real life, kind of in not like a brick of gold, like a card almost, like kind of rounded edges. I think some people call it a biscuit.
A pressed coin? A pressed coin, maybe?
A bit bigger than that. Gold.
I know what he's talking about. It's
Obol?
it's like a flat
An obol?
sphere, slightly flat sphere. It's not flat, but it's like squished sphere.
I'm picturing it like
it's like a small cookie, like a biscuit.
It's like I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Either way, he has one of these things. It has some symbols on it that you guys don't recognize that are Highmark probably, or are similar to the blood pact one, but you don't recognize exactly. Sure, Boolean ingot, whatever.
Sure.
Either way, it's not terribly heavy, but it's much larger. It's larger than a coin, but you can hold one in your hand. Well, if you have one of these bad boys, you can control the dice, which is quite helpful.
Oh, really?
How?
He kind of plays with it in his fingers. He's being a dick about it.
I'm not there.
Wait, so the coin... Sorry, what did he say? It controls the dice?
Well, not complete control. Heckram loves his randomness, but yeah, you can use the tokens to guarantee one of the two dice's roll.
No, that's pretty cool. You should have to tell me where I can get one of those.
Definitely. Have you used the dice much?
Boris laughs.
Do you want to earn yourself one right now? I can show you. And he puts it back in his bag.
Sure.
It's gonna make some noise. Are you guys ready?
What does that mean?
He like doesn't explain any further. He just kind of steps back. I'm assuming you guys stop, but if you keep walking, you can keep walking if you want. You stop to... Okay, so he kind of looks around. He makes sure you guys are still far enough into the north half that there isn't any nearby noise of combat. It's got some space in the middle of the street. He says, all right, let's see if we get lucky. And he reaches into his bag and he pulls out, as you recognize, a pair of Heckram's dodgy dice. And he will roll one of the dice onto the ground and wait for its roll to come up. I guess I will roll it. D6. A 1, which is a snake. So the first dice hits the ground and it rolls and it lands as a snake. And then he takes out, or he has the second dice in his one hand and he takes out one of the tokens he's holding in the other. And he thinks for a second and he says, "Lion!" And he throws it, and then the token flashes in light and vanishes from his hand. And as the die rolls, it comes up with the head lion. And the two dice, when that combination come up, does indeed summon some monsters for you guys to fight. And we'll be quickly going to initiative.
Great.
So the token disappeared?
Yes. You're going to learn very quickly that you have to consume a token to force a roll.
Yeah, that's stupid.
So, yeah. So like a little, it doesn't take long for the dice to quickly materialize two floating creatures with eye stalks. And yeah, everyone's going to, wow, that's some good initiative you guys got. And I just imagine Blanford or Falstar
having the
like,
best dream.
he's just like, I wish I was there. I want this.
Hands underneath his head, and he's just like peacefully sleeping with a big smile on his face.
Yep.
Yeah, he's dreaming about this right now. Like he's picturing you guys.
Looking, this event is a perfect vision in my head, in my dream.
Are you just watching us?
Basically, like I'm having a dream of this.
Okay, let me roll.
If you're gonna lose badly in my dream, because I don't know about your exhaustion being gone.
You guys rolled insane, so.
Didn't we? No kidding. I'm like, hey, 16. That's pretty good. Oh shit, I'm third.
It's pretty good, honestly. Still, like,
yeah, exactly.
Do you want to roll for
Rim?
Oh shit, yeah. I'll roll for Rim too.
Oh, that's slow.
8.
He's. Let me just double check. He might be. Yeah, he's still faster than the spectators, so that's just what's gonna happen. We're gonna get a full round on these things before anything nasty happens. So yeah, there's the two spectators floating in the middle. So it's you guys on one side, Tango, then them in the center of the street, and Tango behind them, if you will, or they're looking at Tango and you're behind them. However you want to picture it. You guys are pincering these two floating eyeball creatures. And it is Fjorn up first, if you would like to go.
Okay, I'm on attack.
You can run up and get them?
Yep.
Sounds good. Have 22 to hit. Oh, yeah, you're good.
Forgot the name of the sweet weapon he's got.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
15 points or 7. Sorry, you did not rage, right?
No, I'm not raging.
Not raging.
Well, save.
D6.
Awesome. So that's 15 points. Oh, another 7. Whew. 22 total points of damage as you slam your axe in this creature.
Is it dead?
It looks hurt already. It already looks bloodied. Follow up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Kill it. Oh no.
Oh gosh.
That's less impressive. So a total of 27 points of damage. Definitely puts this creature into the bloodied state. As the first attack hacks off one of its eye stalks entirely, and the other gets it in the body, and it looks at you. What does it look like again? Yeah, it's got a big gaping mouth and a tongue, so it looks at you and it looks pissed. But luckily, it rolled really poor for initiative, so you guys might not care. May, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'll throw a firebolt at it.
The hurt one? Sounds good.
The hurt one, yeah. Oh my god, why do I keep rolling something now?
Not even with the disadvantage, yikes.
That's too bad. Yeah, your shot goes way wide, and Tango doesn't look that impressed with you anymore. I don't know if you care about his opinion of you, but...
Okay, great. Next.
I want to be part of the Harmar Guild! Boom! Oh,
I did
well.
not say I want to be part of the freaking guild. He's just being a dick. I was just saying, what is the guild about? And then he's not telling me, wait, what if I want to be part of it? What's it about? Trying to get him to sell me on it, kind of. I don't want to be a guild.
I'm sorry.
Okay, next. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, next up is Oris.
He'll just go in for the same one with quarterstaff, because whatever.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Beat its ass. 20 connects.
The stupid bludgeoning doesn't transfer over 1 second. Just add 2 to this roll, because I'm doing this single-handed one, but it's 1d6 plus 4 versus 1d8, and it won't let me do it from roll 20. So
it did 9 points of damage?
oh, never mind. I rolled them both there, so it's the two-handed one.
Okay, so 11 points of damage. Oh boy.
Oh,
yeah, you smack this thing. Sorry?
Yeah, is it dead?
It is not dead. It is still floating there, but you like hit it in the eye, and it's like having trouble opening its one big eye on you. The other 3 eye stalks that are remaining are staring at you, but it is still floating.
Okay. Yeah,
standing.
my other attack, I'll do an unarmed strike so that I have agile parry up just in case. And that's gonna whiff.
That was a damage roll though.
Oh, whoops, duh. Okay, well there. I'll
An
do the
18's
9
good.
if that hits.
Yeah, you're good. You can lay out some damage on this guy.
Yeah, just take the 9, I guess, and then I'll save my key, and I'll just use an unarmed strike for a bonus action. Again.
Okay, so when you that unarmed strike comes in hot, you kick it and it finally drops down and doesn't. The eyes blink out, and the body disintegrates. I'm not allowing Fallstar to potentially steal eye stalks from this creature. Oh, actually, sorry.
We need the blood though.
Yeah. So yeah, it dies. And what's left on the ground is some of its blood is still on the ground. As it was being hurt, it was bleeding out of the ground. I forgot about that. But the body will disintegrate. There's just blood on the ground and one of those tokens that you've recognized from before, where its body would be. One of Heckram's tokens laying there. And you are free to use your extra attack on the second spectator.
Yeah, the bonus actions. I'll just do unarmed on the next one.
I forgot I have my zombie with me still.
That's true.
And
the owlbear, so I mean we missed out on some stuff. We might come back in a sec.
Oh, the owlbear attack, I guess.
I'm assuming that 10 misses there.
10 does miss, yes.
Okay.
So that's the end of Oris's turn, as he is in melee with the other spectator. Tango's turn. He is going to not just stand there, because he thinks he's awesome.
Stand there.
He thinks he's awesome, so he's gonna pull out his short sword that's going to ignite in fire, and he's gonna come in and he's gonna do some slashes at this bad boy. One of those hit. Did a reasonable amount of damage. Foom foom. Yeah, it takes the damage, and he stands with like a stance. He looks like he's ready for combat. Behind this creature. I will let you do Rim, the owlbear, and the zombie all at once. However you want to do it.
Can the zombie reach them, or?
Sure. You had a chance to prepare for the fight, so if you wanted to put it into combat range, you can do it.
Okay, I'll do the zombie. What's his attack?
Yeah, go for it. Zombie's gonna get in there and smack it.
Is this thing flanked now? Or?
I don't think you need it.
Well, the zombie doesn't hit very well, but it's fine.
That's true. But no, I don't see the point.
Are
you sending it just to me again?
So it's just doing it to GM.
That's okay. You rolled that sweet critical hit. 20, nat 20. Nice. How much damage?
So that plus another D6.
Another D6.
That's
so you did 7 points of slamming into it damage, which is still great.
Oh, blams into it. Him is going to pull his bow out and shoot.
Nice. No.
Nice. He's gonna miss.
What are you laughing at, Fallstar?
Kind of this scenario that we're going through.
Where you're not there. Snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
You snooze, you lose.
Yep.
The beak misses, the claw connects.
Claws connect.
From the owlbear as it runs up to fight as well. Because why not? Why doesn't May have as many turns as the rest of the party combined? It's okay.
Because I have too many things? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You guys gotta find somewhere to stable your owlbears. It doesn't really make sense to be trying to sneak around while riding an owlbear.
Okay, so that does the damage and that's it.
Oh, did you roll damage? Yeah, 10 points of claw damage. Okay, awesome. It didn't die. It's hurting. It's gonna grab its attention on that stupid zombie that's right in front of it, and it's gonna use its eye beams. So I will fire the first eye beam. Can you have the zombie make a Constitution saving throw, please?
For real?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, zombie sucks, so it's gonna be terrible.
Well, what did you do? What's happening to it?
It's being well. Make a save, and I'll discuss it. Okay, so you failed that. It's gonna fire one of its eye stalk rays, the wounding ray, at the zombie, and deal 17 points of necrotic damage.
Oh no!
As it punches a hole right through its chest.
Okay, it's not dead.
It's not dead, but it can have a hole through its chest because it's a zombie. I don't think they're resistant to anything.
No. Well, they're immune to poison, but.
Oh, okay. Well, this wasn't poison, but it's good to know. It's also going to pick another ray. I think it was Fjorn who did the most damage. So it's going to pick a ray on Fjorn. And points one of its other eye stalks at you. Can you please make it's going to be a wisdom save.
Nice.
Be a what save?
A wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
Yes, please. Oh, okay. So you fail that, and the beam hits you.
Constitution.
Sometimes it's Constitution. Some of its rays are Constitution. Two of its rays are Wisdom. Two of its rays are Constitution. So it fires a fear ray into you. It hits your body, and you immediately you're terrified of this creature. For the next 1 minute, you're gonna have you're frightened, which means
can't move closer, and
you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it can see you. But that's the end of its turn, and it will now be, I believe, actually, is it not Fjorn at the top? Yes, it is.
So I'm at disadvantage, huh?
You'll be at disadvantage, yeah.
Well, he can't. He's not next to it. You get the other one.
That's still gonna hit. You're like, I am fear? Fjorn does not know fear. And you easily polish this monster off. It didn't have any hit points left to begin with. As you cleave into this creature with your magical Havengul axe, and the divine fury necrotic surrounds the creature. The blood splatters against you, your clothes and your blade, and its body disintegrates. And then there is another of Heckram's tokens, which Tango quickly scoops up off the ground and flips it in his hands and puts it back into his bag and allows you guys to have the other one.
Wait, so if you kill a spectator, you get a coin out of it?
Indeed, that's what you've discovered.
So both of them was one, or there was...
Exactly, so 2 total.
Oh,
but
okay.
Tango took 1 because he uses... Well, you could argue with him over it, but he did pocket one of them himself, having used it to make the...
Why did you give us the ability to farm this, though?
Why did I give you that?
You can only do it once a day anyway.
Are you questioning the DM's choice?
Yeah, it's like super easy to farm it, basically. But
it's weird that you hate the dice 1 minute and then love the dice the next minute. I don't know.
I don't want to keep using them over and over again, but it feels like it's basically like we're gonna constantly be fighting spectators now.
You also get to gather up the blood, which you needed for Blanford.
Yes, yeah, I'll scoop up the blood in a vial.
I forget if you have everything you need so far. Did you buy? You bought alchemic oil already, correct?
Yeah.
You have everything with all the blood. You mentioned that earlier.
Did you get the second set of armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need the original armor, a pair of studded leather armor, just mundane, the blood, and
I'm sure that's not going to be hard.
It's not difficult to come by. I just couldn't remember if you guys had done it yet or not.
I don't know. We'll find out. We can't do it.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Either way, you guys might be on your route.
Yeah, I don't have studded leather in my inventory.
Okay, let's go save the black thing.
Okay. So you guys finish up, and Tango says, well, now you're educated in the ways of Heckram's dice and their coins. The token's actually a custom item. Whoever wants to take the token, it's an actual item you can add to your inventory. And it explains how you can use it to force one of the die rolls.
What's it called?
Heckram's token. Or token of Heckram or something. You should just be able
to... Just kidding.
How dare you let us farm this? How dare you? You guys are getting strong enough. It's not a big deal, I don't think.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so you guys will continue moving, and Tango will go with you. It is just Heckram's token. Yeah. So as you come to like the edge of what's safe, essentially. What time is it? 1:30? Do you guys want to take that? I just had some food arrive, so I think I'm going to take that 5-minute break if you want. But you guys are basically at the edge of when things are going to start getting dicey, and you might have to start making stealth rolls and whatnot. So we'll take a quick 5-minute washroom break, where I'm just going to quickly eat some food, and we'll be right back for anyone watching. Yeah.
All right, I'll
5 quick minutes.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Oh, right. You're staying down here now. Can you see my cat? No, you can't. That's too bad. He's sitting right here on the chair. Oh, he just ran off. Oh, well. You guys missed out on Sweet Cat video. He was hanging out on...
I'm back. I was getting bread. Zucchini bread.
Yummy.
This is where I put my headphones on.
I know, it's really good. Me and my stepsister made it the other day, and we were like, whoa, this has actually turned out nice.
Hello. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the Dungeons & Dragons Super Show.
Oh no, absolutely not. That sounds...
Whoa, my phone is doing some stuff.
That's what phones do.
I mean, sometimes. Sometimes they break and then they don't do anything. The blue screen of death. So where were we? We were... You guys all got TPK'd, right?
Yes. But May had a secret item that let everybody come back to life immediately, so...
Sick. As long as you guys all have those secret items, you guys will be good.
Mm-hmm. The items we don't tell the people that are watching the stream about.
What is my phone doing? It keeps making lots of noise on stream. I don't like it. I'm just trying to send one of those stickers and it keeps breaking. Oh well, whatever. It's too bad. Chicken's in chat. So yeah, if you guys are going to continue southward, or do you want to stop and roll some dice?
No, I mean, I didn't really want to stop then. I just feel like this guy won't do anything unless he wants to do it. So I guess we'll do this really quick. I don't know. I didn't even know we were going to have to fight Spectator. I thought he was going to be like, "What's how you doing?" I'm like, oh, okay, now we're going to fight these things.
Yeah, but you know, he didn't really seem to care. He didn't ask you guys. He was just like, "I'm gonna do it because that's you know, this guy's kind of sucks a bit." But you guys said that about all my NPCs, so I think it's a compliment at this point.
We'll do it before you go to sleep tonight or something.
You should probably insight check to make sure that he's not actually Zazie.
I already did insight, and I don't think he's Zazie.
He is secretly Hecarim. No, he's not.
I know it's Hecarim, okay?
So, yeah, if you guys are going to continue traveling in the in the occupied sections of the city, it's gonna be tougher for you guys because being spotted by you're not known by the Goldmane Empire as like friendly to them, so.
But we will be.
Maybe.
Because one day we'll rule the Goldmane Empire.
I did go through the noble houses of gold, of Ironfell, on Wednesday.
So are we like gonna roll for encounters or what? Sure.
Well, what are you guys doing?
We're just traveling. I don't know if it means we have to roll stealth or if we're going to.
Do you want to be stealthy?
I don't want to run into stuff. I want to get where we're going as soon as possible.
So which is it?
Well, I'm assuming that fighting is going to make it slower, so stealth.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
But if there's people in need, we should save them.
If we see somebody that, yeah, but that's why I'm like, do we roll? Or I just don't know how we're traveling. That's all I know.
Sure.
Quietly.
I mean, okay. I'm wondering if Blanford will get to do anything in this episode.
Well, this guy's dragging our time, so I don't know if we can get to Black Fang. That'd be nice.
Hey, Mr. Cloak, you got another one of those potions that you gave to May?
I feel like he said
me, Tangle. No, he knows who you're talking about. No, I don't have any more potions. I got that one from the apothecary right there. I had already looted the place, but you guys looked like you needed it before more than I did.
We got another friend who's sleeping some exhaustion off right now.
It's not a bad idea. Will we be meeting with him?
If he wakes up, if you're still around.
You're gonna love him.
Yeah, basically.
Vice versa, maybe.
So, yeah, I guess, I don't know. You guys want to roll stealth and perception, I guess, but you'll be at disadvantage because you have a giant owlbear in tow.
Well, I guess we can drop the owlbear off somewhere.
Okay. What about the zombie?
And the zombie? I don't
know. Just because I know zombies move slower than your average person, so...
For an area. Is there an area where we could leave them and they'd be safe, or...
I mean, I don't know what kind of roll you want to make. You want to make a survival check to see if you think an area is safe?
Sure. I mean, survival is not my best, but...
Okay. So you find like a local house, and you're like, okay, you put the owlbear in like the backyard, I guess, because it's not a building you can put him inside. But you find the backyard and you put the owlbear there, and
there's like a big doghouse for like a.
Well, the thing is, you guys could have gone to like the shrine where the stables are, but
I don't know where everything's at, honestly. So I don't know. I mean, it's just like I don't know where. I want to get where we're going quickly, so I don't know. Okay, is this spot's right in between? This is gonna be a long time out of the way. We had to get the potion, so I don't know. We can just leave.
You're gonna put him in like her or him? I forget which one you have. I guess you have a him, yeah. And we still don't know his name. It's something Celestial. And you
Celestial, come on, you guys don't know Celestial.
You tie him up, and I guess the zombie just like hangs out back there too, just like with the owlbear.
I'll just tell the zombie is gonna know that if stuff starts attacking them, it's supposed to untie the owlbear.
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if you need to tie it up. I was trying to think of that myself, if it would just listen to you, but maybe it is best. I mean, it's tied up, we'll say, but it's kind of the rope used is kind of symbolic because it's an owlbear. It could break out if it really wanted to.
I'll also tell the owlbear if it's like, oh man, it's been a while and I'm not back, like it's getting really, it's like starving, it can just eat the zombie, it's fine.
It can eat the zombie? Okay.
Well, the zombie's only it's like less than a day old, I think, so.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's pretty fresh, the zombie meat. Yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
I'm sure I'll be back in less than a day, just in case it's like, oh, shit, I get stuck here and die.
Sure. So roll some sweet stealth and some perception. You don't have to have disadvantage because no one's in heavy armor or anything. I'm okay. I'm okay with just taking the first stealth roll for the party. It's okay. But we do need a perception.
Bjorn's killing it.
Were you? I know you did roll there, Ezekiel, but I'm going to take Fjorn's. Were you rolling with Squire?
Me? Yeah, I clicked the wrong one, but they have the same perceptions.
But I'm asking just from like a role-playing standpoint.
Yeah.
So yes, you are sending Squire up to look at things?
Not super high up. He always gets advantage on perception checks, so he'll just fly up like 10 feet.
Okay.
I'll tell if I'm having him like fly out and like scout, I'll let you know.
Just, fly so that you can see things, but like so you're still stealthy? Like fly from like dark corner to dark corner and be stealthy, but also have advantage on your perception. Okay, cool. You guys travel for a bit. It doesn't take you long to hear the sounds of combat. You see some burning homes. You see some houses that have been hit by boulders, and the boulder is still like in the side of the house where it's missing, and there's like brick everywhere, and or whatever the hell they make their houses out of. I forget what I said. I don't think it was brick. It's probably like wood and metal or something. Anyways, there's an impacted home. There's like another one that's like smoldering. You hear the sounds of battle. I think I said that already. You can smell that there's been combat, and so you smell like blood in the air, as well as possibly some death, like some decay smell, like maybe possibly from earlier in the day. You travel for a good while, able to stay cloaked, squeezed to the sides of buildings, and avoiding any sounds that you hear of combat. I'm just gonna do some rolls here. As you're going, you're like, okay, we're gonna go down this alleyway. It's gonna be really safe. And then like you start going as you come to the end of the alleyway and it breaks into a road. You see that there are some soldiers that weren't making a ton of noise. You quickly estimate about 20-ish Goldmane soldiers, and they're just kind of marching along the road, but not like they're kind of being stealthy about it. So they're not marching, I guess. They're kind of like sleeking around, trying not to make noise. So as you guys come to the end of the alleyway where you would come onto the street, you stop and you see them there. You could. Right now, they don't see you. They're just moving past you guys. If you guys want to do something now, or you can just wait.
So wait till they pass.
Okay. So as you wait for them to go by, they don't notice you guys. You guys are managing to stay pretty stealthy and hidden now that you've lost the bulk of your physical matter taking up space. You guys are all pretty small now. Well, Fjorn's big, but I mean, the rest of you are tiny, and he doesn't make much noise anyways because he's dead inside. As you guys see this group of soldiers go by, you think they're finally out of ear, like they're far enough away from you guys, and you're about to like potentially make a break for it. You notice a troll come smashing into the street and knocking a whole bunch of them over. It just does a big sweeping arm. These trolls are big, green, mean, teethy, hair, but you notice that they're also wearing armor. That they have like some kind of plate or hide armor on. You're not quite sure. And one of them is and it's holding like a long sword that you make. They're large creatures, right? So this sword that it's holding is probably like a great sword. Like it's big. Like you're not going to be able to carry it. Sorry?
It's the greatest sword?
It's the greatest sword, yeah. It's the great granddad of swords.
Like the greatest generation.
Yeah. And so he comes in, instead of with the sword, he comes in with his hand and he smashes like a couple of soldiers away. And then the rest of them start fanning out and drawing swords and surrounding this thing. Again, it's your choice what you guys want to do at this point. They seem busy fighting this troll at this point.
So, wasn't this the Goldmane people?
Yes.
So, who cares, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, who cares? Let the troll kill him.
I don't care.
Okay. So yeah, you guys just continue to like, you just skate off down the road the other way as you watch this troll just start like manhandling a bunch of Goldmane soldiers.
And watch them? Can I like maybe like learn anything about a troll if I want?
Sure. Yeah, you guys could stick it out. I mean, I wouldn't surprise me if both Oris and May found that their, personal flaws had them stop for a moment and try to admire the troll's combat prowess for a bit.
I'm not admiring. I just want to know in case, because we're probably gonna fight them.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are gonna jot a couple notes down. Right away, obviously these things have regenerative powers. You know that the cuts and attacks that are coming onto their body, they're healing almost as quickly as they're being dealt. And you find even this force of 20 soldiers is having trouble doing any really harm to this creature. You don't notice any fire in this combat specifically. Did they have fire? Then they weren't using it and they didn't know? You're not sure, but they're not doing fire at the moment. They're just attacking it with their regular weapons.
So,
and it is not...
It's daytime, right?
It is.
Okay, so it's not Lord of the Rings rules. So we'll need to... They turn to stone in the Lord of the Rings? Hobbit,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. They do turn to stone in Lord of the Rings if it's sunny out. You just talk to them until the sun breaks, and then they're all dead, right?
That's what May has wanted to do. Okay. Yeah, we'll continue forward.
They seem strong. They have large claws, and you wonder why they would bother wearing armor and wielding a weapon. From what you had heard of trolls, it seems very weird that they would be doing that. But they're doing it. Fearsome green-skinned giants. They eat anything they can catch and devour. So yeah, even some of the fighting, it's taking a moment to like bite a head off of one of them or bite into their arms. And it's wearing armor, which you find strange because they wouldn't normally wear armor. They wear like just enough to keep them decent because this is for kids apparently. I don't know.
Like full plate?
You're not sure. You're not sure exactly what. There's like metal and hide. You're not sure what kind of like stats.
It's
but it's not like head to toe. It's not wearing a helmet.
No, okay.
It's just made of plates.
Yeah, normally trolls rely on their regenerative power, so it seems strange for them to need to wear armor. They have very tough hide naturally anyways, but for some reason this one is wearing more and then has a sword, even though their claws and like their natural weapons are very powerful. So again, it seems... Yeah, paper plates. Yeah, exactly. And then they take them off and put them on sticks and spin them.
Paper, nice.
But yeah, whatever they have, you suspect it kind of confirms possibly as you're putting some ideas together that that these trolls are being like armed and trained and sent out instead of just like randomly occurring. Possibly part of a military force. Like these are rumors you'd heard already, and this is kind of putting that into perspective. But yeah, you completely ignore the combat, and there's just like a bunch of dead guys behind you that you don't care about. Fjorn is like missing his potential opportunity to make a whole bunch of zombies, but that's okay.
We want to save our people. You're trying to save Black Bear.
No, you don't want to fight them. You don't. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get to the zombie making before long. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
It's gonna be easy. You don't have to worry about them getting rid of the zombies. They're just gonna keep piling up behind you.
Now I want to cosplay a paladin in plate mail, and it's just dinner plates and junk mail taped to me. Yes, that would be amazing.
And your pact of the kitchen.
Pact of the, and you fight with a frying pan.
Oath of the kitchen.
My oaths.
Oath of the chef.
Yes.
Oath of the bachelor.
Just lots of cups of noodles and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like ramen cups, and yeah.
It is my frozen pizza smite.
Your armor gets damaged, and you just like use ramen to like fill the hole in your armor, and you sand it down, like when they fix like furniture with ramen noodles.
That sounds so funny, actually, to do take that new chef feat and use cooking tools, but be like a paladin and just be like a really, really good cook. What's the name of the goddess of the hearth or whatever from Greek mythology? Like something like a character, like just god like that.
Hestia.
Hestia, yeah. Wait, yeah. I think that's right.
Yeah. Hestia is the hearth. Vestia is the clothing associated with all proper dress in the home.
I always get it mixed up with Hecate, the magic one.
Yeah, she's straight up magic as opposed to.
She's.
I know.
Next.
Poor man, she's scary.
Well, she's not nice. God.
So can you guys make me just one stealth, one perception? Whoever's first, I'm gonna take it, or you can agree.
Yeah, I accidentally closed the wrong tab, so I don't get the first.
Guess you're not rolling.
I'll do the perception since that wasn't.
No, tab is loading back up. Oh, whoops! We rolled a 1 on our API check.
I got a 23 or not 20 for perception with
Nice.
Mal.
That bird can see. So yeah, you guys, as you're traveling, you notice that as you're going, you make some noise, and you hear some soldiers they're like, "What was that?" And then they start moving that way, and you guys like pull a solid snake and like circle around a pillar or something. There are no pillars, but because of your high perception, you easily know that they had found you, and you maneuver around, and they're like, "Oh, it must have been the wind," and they go back.
And then I jump from really high off of a tree and say, "Is this the wind?" And I fireball. Kidding. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so you manage to avoid some more, and as you do see a fight off in the distance that is some elves versus some Goldmane soldiers. You can't pick out exactly how many. You suspect like possibly a dozen on either side or more, fighting some good distance away from you guys. Easy for you guys to ignore. I'm just letting you know that it's out there. They're fighting. You're not sure who's winning. You just hear sword on sword action going on. You travel a little bit further along, and you're starting to wonder, like, when are we going to bump into, like, where is he? I kind of know where he is, but I don't really know because this is just the last time I saw him. And then as you guys are walking, give me one sec.
If it's gonna be a while,
Who's
I can't
4?
Squire.
Can Oris? Can you make a dex save for me?
No.
Sick. So, as you guys walk by this building, a door opens and a hand goes to go on Oris's shoulder, and he manages to dodge out of the way and pull up both his fists, and he goes to instinctively throw a punch, and he stops an inch from the Black Fang's face.
Do you stop though, or do you punch him?
No, he stops.
He stops an inch, and then he follows through, and he's like, "Nah, I still want to hit him."
Bro fist.
His eyes, and then just one
and
inch punch.
He opens the door and he says, "Quickly, come in!" Like he kind of gives an eye to Oris, like impressed by him, and then he's like, "Okay, everybody inside." Can Oris do the 1-inch punch? I mean, probably.
Yes, he can.
Sweet.
That's what Stunning Strike is, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And the
I
key
picture it
point.
like Ty Lee from Last Airbender. Just the little jabs that stun them.
Yeah, boom.
Chi blocking.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
definitely a monk.
How many
I mean-
how mmany people can key bend or whatever
Hmm?
in history in that show?
Oh, in the first show, just Aang at the end.
Yeah.
But Korra, I
She
think
learned
Korra
as
can
well.
do it too.
Is there
You're
someone
talking
who can
about
chi
you're talking
block?
about the chi blocking? Yeah, there's like a whole thing about them in Korra. So.
Oh yeah, she's not the only person that can do that though. She learned it from somebody. She's just the only person in the show that can.
Is there someone who can do it but with blood bending?
With
Yeah.
bloodbending?
You need to use both of them.
In Korra there is.
Not really. He doesn't know how to do all the chi move. He doesn't need to.
True.
I was just watching a show.
Be redundant.
I don't know why I'm taking a break in the middle of the stream to talk about this, but it's my stream, I guess.
Nobody cares, so.
Yeah. Well, I was watching this YouTube channel which does it's called Actually. It does an Actually.
Oh yeah. It's
And
actually a TV show.
It's not like a TV show. It's just like a little YouTube
Oh,
thing
it
they
is.
do weekly. That
It's not on TV, but it's on. They have it on their own streaming service. It's got like actually.
yeah,
Episodes.
yeah, exactly. It's pretty awesome. I like it. It's like a game show where they give false statements about your favorite, nerdy stuff, and you have to buzz in and say, actually, this is what you got wrong about that statement, and correct it.
Some
I
of
don't
them
know.
are hard.
What's that?
Some of them are hard.
Oh yeah. Sometimes they go, oh, here's a category that you would know, and I'm like, all right, I know this, and then they say it, and I'm just like, that all sounds right.
I just don't know all this stuff. I don't know anything about there's lots.
There was one with Matt Mercer on it, and it was D&D related, and it was like
Yeah.
How many things are wrong with this panel with this? And I got 10 out of 40 that he got, 12 out of 38 he got. I was so proud of myself.
I don't know if I got all of the ones that he got, but I did get one that he didn't mention, which I thought was.
Oh,
That's like when you get the question on Jeopardy right, and like two of the contestants fail and nobody gets it, and you're like, you all suck. But then
I bet
you
you
get the next like 8 questions wrong. So.
yeah, it always happens. The best is when they ask like a really like pop culture-y question, and you're like, well, obviously, and then no one gets it, or like something sports related, and they're just like, I don't know.
Yeah, like really up and coming stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed Actually, and they did one where it was about. They were talking about people who have chi bending abilities in The Last Airbender, and they listed like 4 people who can chi block or whatever, and the Actually was that one of them doesn't do it with chi bending, they do it with blood bending, and that was the correction. But I didn't recognize the names other than the main characters, so.
Oh, I think I saw one with him, but they did one that was like a Valentine's Day one or something.
Could be.
Like him and his partner.
I'm always like when they call up Magic the Gathering or Dragon Ball, I'm like, yeah, hit me with this. Star Wars had some good ones. Although they did one Star Wars one that I didn't get, and I felt really stupid because
Star Wars is hard though, because there's so much stuff in that universe. Like I know a lot about Star Wars stuff, but I'm like, I don't know. There's so many names and people. It's a whole freaking galaxy.
It was a question on like, what was it? It was like, so Chewbacca only speaks Wookiee, but Han Solo, but he understands English when Han Solo tells him English, and then Han Solo speaks both English and Wookiee, but he doesn't speak Wookiee because it's hard on his vocal cords. So that's why he. And then the correct answer was actually no, because it's this far, far away. English doesn't exist yet. They all speak Basic.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. I was actually wondering why you said English. I was like, I guess that's weird. They speak English. But...
Yeah, but they don't speak English. They speak Basic, and I didn't catch that. And then when no one else answered it, and then when they said it, I was like, oh, well, I knew that afterwards. I was like, oh yeah, but I just like when they said English, I was like, I'm assuming you meant the language that's spoken. But yeah, that was the correction they were looking for. And
yeah.
Although they just did one The one that was on Friday, they did a D&D one that I forget who it was. It was one of the creators of D&D that did like a special voice or video question. And I know, Ezekiel, you would have jumped on it immediately. It was like, there are many planes in the outer realm or whatever, and he lists a couple of them, but he lists the astral plane, and then he keeps talking about them, and I was like, oh no, astral plane's not outer planes. And then no one got it, and he had to, well, no, sorry, someone did get it, but they just said astral plane is not one of the outer, and then they didn't follow up with like explaining what it was, and then he did that. He's like, astral plane is not an outer plane, it's a transient plane that you can, anyways.
Wow, that's
Yeah. Like the ethereal plane.
Yeah, like the ethereal plane. Yeah, exactly. It's not like there's the inner planes, the outer planes, and then there's like the other ones, the oddball ones that don't count because they're just like pocket dimensions. But yeah, they did actually. One that maybe you would have got, Ezekiel, that I did not get was it was a picture of the different colored dragons from D&D, and you had to list them in strength order.
oh.
And that I couldn't do. It was like green, blue, red, white, and black, and you had to order them from strongest to weakest, and I did not know it offhand.
I know red's the strongest.
It was, yeah.
I think it's like red and then maybe black.
I think blue is fairly. I think. Oh, I don't know.
I think it's red, black, and then maybe blue and green or mix. I don't know which one goes next, and then white is definitely weakest.
Yeah, I knew white. I figured white was on the bottom, but then so I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember what I saw at the end of the episode, but I believe it was red. I could be getting this wrong. Blue, green, might be green, blue. I think it was blue, green, and then black and white, which I thought was strange that black and white were the bottom two, but I was like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, stuff like that. It's like, wow.
Black Fang.
The Black Fang, yeah. So you arrive, the Black Fang takes you in, and inside the little room you see Tessa and Callie are sitting at the table nearby, and they both look very happy to see you guys as you guys filter in. They don't know who Rim is. They don't know who Tango is, but they immediately recognize Oris and Fjorn and smile and stand up to like see you guys, and I guess they know May as well, but they didn't spend a whole lot of time with May.
May not.
Fjorn bored. He's like, stop! I'm so bored. Yeah, so they get up from their seat and they come over and they like. You couldn't tell if they were like planning to hug you or something, but they stopped short and just kind of like wave. You see that Callie is actually like holding some of that red ribbon that she had given Oris, and she was just like kind of like silking it, just like holding it, and now she just has it like loosely in her hand as she's up, like so excited to see you guys. No one looks hurt, but they do look tired. They look weary, like they've been traveling and avoiding danger a lot.
Sweet. Okay, we're getting you guys out of here.
Awesome. Yes. We've been traveling for some time now. And he's about ready to like leave, and they're like, Callie stops and she's like, we lost Gimbal and Foal.
Lost? As in they got lost?
I don't know what happened to them. We weren't able to save them.
So are they? You don't know if they're dead?
We don't. I hope not. They. Tessa's like, if they captured them, they're gonna use them as. They're gonna use them as examples.
When did you lose them?
Yeah.
The Black Fang pipes up, seeing the other two are a little bit distraught. When I made it to the camp, They were already breaking through the barrier. I tracked down where your friends were. They were already in trouble. Apparently they've been caught trying to prepare means to desert. I was able to get in there and save these two, but I couldn't fight the whole army. Retrot, untrot, distraught.
So this was like a few days ago, like when you first got there, basically.
Yes. And then we've been trying to get ahead of them.
Or do you want to just leave? Because I'm like, I don't...
Like, can we go and try to find them? Or was this 3 days ago and they've been sent back to Gold Lane, or who knows?
Tessa's pretty sure if they were captured, they're either dead, or if they were captured, they're being sent. They're probably being sent back to Ironfell. And then we'll likely be publicly executed as examples.
So we're gonna just have to forget about them for now.
They don't know what to do. There's no going back. They're so far away. And they may already be dead. Although, if you were tuned in to MF2, you might have an idea of what's going on.
Alright, let's go.
Maybe we have to hope that they can find a way out of it.
I
don't think we can help them.
No, they're not suggesting that. They know. The two of them just like kind of nod solemnly.
Perhaps.
But then they perk up and they're like, "Thank you for coming to save us, though. We hadn't known what had happened to you guys. Your friend here, they're gonna call him Orem. They're not gonna call him the Black Fang. Your friend here, Orem, said that he would bring us back to you." What's that? That's your name? Oh, God.
You have a name?
Yeah, are we going? There's a lot of you now. It's going to be a little bit harder to be stealthy, that's for sure.
We're a big
coming
group.
back to where I'm going to be, or are you going to try?
Yeah, what's the plan?
Well,
Are you going to go wake me up?
Oris thinks he can try to help more people in town. At this point.
Okay.
Well, I think we should go kill the trolls now. We want to bring them back into town, so...
Yeah, trolls are bad news.
Or into the safe area, or wherever we're going, I don't know. But back.
Okay.
If we're going, though, I want to ask Black Fang, like, more intel stuff that he has.
Do you want to talk to these guys, or do you want to just get moving?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. We're gonna just simultaneously.
Yeah, we can
walk and
talk
talk,
on
right?
exactly. We can talk on the go.
Yeah, sure.
Little whispery conversations as we skulk about.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna stealthily whisper full conversations. That's fine. Walking and talking.
No,
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen that happen in like fantasy shows. They walk while they like march, or they walk while they, but not when they're like skulking around. They're like, shut up.
We're doing whispering and sneaking.
Yeah, sneaky whispering. You guys are all telepathic now.
Basically, we can't walk and talk at the same time. We have to do half of each.
Perception checks for a reason. If we roll bad perception, we'll be talking to... Okay, are we going?
It's difficult for me as the DM to do both at the same time. For me to role play their responses and be rolling for monsters, but we can try.
It's so hard. Just kidding.
Yeah, sure. You can roll me the same stuff on the way back, I guess. Perception and stealth. Whoever gets in there. Haha, Rim. I like it.
Nice, Rim.
It's just 20. It's like there's no information
6.
on it.
He has +6. Yeah, I forgot he has pretty good perception because he has wisdom and double proficiency. And... actually in a level
Stealth?
I have like really good. +8.
What are we doing?
Stealth and perception rolls on your traveling
need a
back. I
stealth?
assume that that's what you're doing. You're
Oh.
too slow.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
as you guys are making your way downtown, as you guys are heading back, again, you pass that large-scale fight that you heard before, where you think there's over a dozen on each side or what have you. The Black Fang is fine with passing it up. Although, as you're doing this, you're talking, right? So you guys can talk about things, but the Black Fang will also be able to relay. Oh yeah, never mind. Why did I have you guys roll perception? You have the Black Fang with you. Just let him lead. This guy's OP.
Yeah.
Get up there.
Yeah, he can frickin' he just knows where everything is.
Hey, Black Fang, pull your weight.
Why he wasn't traveling at the time, I mean, now the thing is, but he does warn you guys that as much as his abilities to move or to track everything in infinite distance, or not infinite distance, omnisciently, he's warned you guys that he's been wrong lately. And that's why they've been kind of delayed, because he doesn't know why. He's like, some of the time he swears there's gonna be people there, and then when he gets there, there's not, and the vice versa has happened. He's like it's blips. It happens, but like we've escaped situations a couple of times, and we're not quite sure what happened. So he's gonna use it, but he only trusts it to like 90-something%. Like he's like, I don't know what's going on. This has never happened in the 100 years or whatever I've been a diviner. It's always been 100%. And something's going on. He doesn't know if it's magic. He doesn't know if he's pissed off the god Ava, and that's why she's like testing him. He doesn't know what the reasoning is behind it, but something is going on. Could be something that's going on with the May checks Fang for gray skin. No one has gray skin in the party. Not even Tango. The Shadowfell shortcut. Yeah. Well, maybe that's related to it. Maybe there's like, that specifically he personally loses his senses in the Shadowfell. That's his curse, right? And he doesn't know if it's tied to that. He doesn't know what it is. He's so confused by it. Just every once in a while, he's tracking and he'll like stumble onto people and be like, "What? How did I not know that these people were here?" And then they have to like duck out and like try to get away. And he fights a couple of them.
Crackle Forge.
Did you guys want to ask them questions or talk to them a little bit as we're traveling?
Oris was gonna just ask Callie, like, if they didn't make it out. What happened? How come they didn't make it out?
How come Gimel and Fold didn't make it out?
No, like they were trying to get on a boat and leave, right? With the
Yeah. Oh, yes. We slipped up. One of our suppliers betrayed us and tipped them off. At least that's what we figure must have happened. They knew what we were doing. We went to our hideout. We went to gather our things. We're on our way out. And they got us. They raided us that night. And if it wasn't for the Black Fang, they had us ready in carts. They were going to ship us off. And then he showed up. And again, she doesn't call him the Black Fang. She calls him Orim. But I'm going to just save the Black Fang because it's confusing having Rim and Orim in the language. But they refer to him.
Rim, Orim, and Oris.
They say his actual name instead of the Black Fang when talking about him. But yeah, he came in and he rescued them, and then he was going to rescue Gimbal and Foal as well. But he even, like, as they're talking about it, he even mentions that, like, one of his, like, blips happened during that situation where he thought there was, like, a straight shot to saving them, and then a guard came out of nowhere. Someone came out of nowhere and threatened him. someone strong too. Someone.
A single guard?
Someone with a glowing black sword.
That could be.
If she likes his... She does. She likes everything. Like, Fjorn is just like a beefier boy these days. Like, he's definitely stronger, and she can see that.
You should make a zombie near her, Fjorn.
He is... he is starting to turn, like his, like, general, like, skin tone is starting to, like, change and shift with the magical weapons that he has and whatnot, but kind of almost like, you know, being corrupted by the dark side, if you will. But she does like his axe, and she even, like, brushes against the blade as you show it to her, and she's impressed. There once was a young witch from Boulder who always insisted, "I'm older." Her eyes held exhaustion, for her love of magic was Faustian, but her glare was fierce as a beholder. What's that word? I don't know what that word is.
Not how you say it, though. You say it Faustian. It doesn't work.
Faustian?
Don't say exhaustion.
Faust. He's a...
Faustian.
Okay. It's a little rough.
Isn't he a clay writer or something? I don't even remember.
That's what I thought too.
Philosopher or something?
Yeah.
No, he's a character in a play.
I thought it was like it's like when you say Kafka-esque. It's just like it's like, oh, there's a word that you could use, I suppose. Yeah, Sith eyes, getting them Sithy eyes. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are safe for the good first bit of the way. You guys are traveling, and you see you're on the road, the main road, before you hit into the alleyway, and you see 20 Goldmane bodies bloodied on the road. And then you guys just keep on moving unless you want to do otherwise.
Dead bodies? I don't know. They're just dead bodies.
Yeah, they kind of question. They're like, "What happened here?" And then you guys may or may not explain what you had seen. But you could, if you wanted to go loot some of them, you could potentially.
Might as well, I guess.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you guys can go over there and start looting the bodies. Tango is just like kind of giving you guys like a weird look, and
he's the one that said there were spoils here.
He's giving us a weird look.
He stole potions, so.
You literally
That's true.
Battlefields
That's
are
true. Yeah, so he's a dick, and he has weird a moral compass that you guys don't understand, but he doesn't appreciate. He for some reason this is a line for him, but only like a tiny line because he doesn't say anything. He just like gives you guys a weird look as you guys go to go through the bodies.
Have got to meet because I think we'd get along so well.
That's not a good thing.
like almost to the point where we're like soulmates. Like this guy is so great. I love him.
If someone wants to roll me investigation as they sift through the Goldmane bodies.
Oris is not participating in this, by the way.
Okay.
15.
Actually, is Fjorn doing it as well? Or is it just? Are you gonna go look through the bodies as well?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's. You can each roll separate investigations on this one. Okay, so Ezekiel, you find some silver on most of them, collectively worth about 15 gold in silver, so like 150 silver throughout the bodies. Fjorn, while he's going through, notices that, and he started doing, as soon as he saw one, he started checking all of them. He noticed one of them was tattooed, glue milk. But then, after he checked all 20 corpses, only 2 of them were glue milk, and the rest of them were not. They were just legitimate Goldmane soldiers. Take that how you will. As for finding other gear, you find like their weapons and whatnot, and there's, there's mixed like spilled blood. I was gonna consider maybe you could get troll blood, but I don't think you can tell the difference between human blood. So, and who's to say you even need troll blood? So I'm just going to say that that's not available in this
I guess I
situation.
could make some more zombies.
You could, yeah, May could. And as something I've discussed, I mentioned to Ezekiel, but something the party could consider as a whole, is that Fjorn's Axe's ability to dominate a zombie and keep it permanently under his control. It doesn't have to be, it's any zombie. It doesn't have to be a zombie that he created with the axe. So theoretically,
the broken axe.
Yeah, it's pretty busted weapon. So but theoretically, yeah, like Fjorn can't raise the dead once they've been dead. He has to kill them with the axe to do it. In fact, yeah, he doesn't have a choice. If he kills with the axe, it comes back as a zombie. But you can always choose to non-lethal and then kill them with something else. So you kind of can choose still. But potentially May can cast the Raise Dead spell to bring a zombie back, which limits her control to only the day, unless she keeps recasting it. But Fjorn can then dominate that zombie and keep it under his control permanently. So potentially as a party, you have the tools to create an army, I suppose, if that's something you guys wanted to do.
Not now, but maybe later.
Yeah. This is the best time to do it. Oh my word, do it.
Well, you don't have like infinite level 3 spell slots to just like raise all 20 of them, but you could raise like a couple if you wanted. Or when May goes to take her long rest and would lose control of her zombie, maybe Fjorn dominates it, and then when he takes his long rest, he gets back the hit points he lost dominating it. It's just options. I'm just throwing out what you guys have access to in case you didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna fight anymore today. I feel like I should just use the rest of my... I have a lot of spell slots left, honestly, but I'm gonna just use the last 2 third levels to get 2 more zombies.
Sick. Okay. So, I think it's... How long is it per? 10 minutes per zombie?
Just a minute.
1 minute per zombie? Okay. I am going to roll some dice here.
I was thinking that Fjorn had to actually attack the zombies to dominate them, and I'm like, wouldn't he just re-kill the zombie with every attack he makes because he's just too strong?
No, he just does it with his mind. It's actually, I don't know. I think it's thematically a really cool thing that he just kind of like flexes and barbarian rages into it, because it's not a spell. It's just an ability that he can transmit through the axe. It kind of gets around the fact that he can do it through his rage. And I think that's one of the biggest things, because I'll be honest, way back in the beginning, Fjorn told me that he kind of wanted some kind of like small dabbling into the necromantic arts, and we weren't sure how we were going to do it because barbarians can't cast spells. So then I was like, okay, I've got this sweet ass axe.
The test is eyeballing.
Oh, she thinks you are. Well, she's eyeballing a little.
Axe?
Wait, yeah, axe. Sorry, yeah.
She thinks that's the cat's meow.
Yeah, I mean, he does. It's not like Fjorn wears armor, so.
Is that an axe, or are you just happy to see me?
Is that an axe or a great axe?
Oh my! Is it a great axe? It's terrifying.
Is it just me, or is your axe great? I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this.
That thing is sharp. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so you guys do that. You guys, as you're summoning that, you summon up that first zombie. First zombie gets up, cracks its bones, and gets ready to follow you. The second one, you're about halfway through finishing that 1 minute spell, and you hear the Black Fang say, "We need to get out of here." Troll. No reaction from you guys. Okay.
I said I was gonna finish. I don't know what anybody else is doing.
I thought Discord went dead. It's so quiet.
Yeah, sorry, I might have missed.
And then came back as a zombie.
Like a blip or something. Yeah, I didn't hear anything for a few seconds there.
I'm gonna do a perception check though.
Perception check? During your spell casting? Alright, go for it.
With the owl, sir.
Sure. Because you're like, I don't trust the Black Fangs.
To say the least.
What if it's a blip? What if there's no troll? Yeah. As it goes up there's a troll. There's a troll that was not that far away, and now it's coming back to this location, and there's a second troll coming in from a different direction, and they look to be converging on this point within the next 10 seconds or so.
So
Prepare for battle.
very long, we're probably not going to be able to get away. Well, I guess we could just run.
It's up to you guys. You have the most NPCs you've ever had.
Oris is
your
ready to
disposal.
fight.
Yeah, let's just fight. I'll just stop casting this. I'll just not cast the second.
Okay, so you're going to stop the second zombie from happening, and you're going to go into combat with 2 of these trolls. But you guys can kind of prepare a bit.
I'll cast Mirror.
Yeah.
Sorry? You say you
Okay.
cast Mirror Image?
Mirror image, yeah.
Okay, sweet. So now there's a bunch of maze. And
yeah,
then
Oris will prepare, I guess, as soon as the troll is in a troll is in range, I guess. Which you said they're converging, right? So
yes, so when you saw these guys get attacked, the troll kind of smashed in from the side road, and then kind of came out of nowhere. That same troll probably is coming back in a similar fashion, but there's also one just like barreling down the street coming at you guys. In fact, it doesn't take long for you guys to actually eyeball it as it's coming down, but you know that there's also another one preparing to come out from the side and give you some more trouble.
So I guess the one that I expect to see first, I'll just get the bow ready for when he appears and just get a first shot in or something.
Yeah, same.
Get its attention, basically.
Sure. I'll give you guys both a shot. You guys can both fire on this thing.
Oh, it's in range already? Okay.
You guys are just staying there until it is, right? So I may as well
Sure.
have you just fire them off.
Maybe I miss.
A 16. Let me check the troll. Ooh, yeah. It's not going to hit. Normally, maybe, but you strike it, and it looks like it's going to pierce in, but it comes off its armor, striking the armor that it's wearing.
Can I use my focused aim?
Short bow. What is that? Rim firing? Firebolt damage? Yeah, so May's fireball sings true and lights the creature up. It takes the damage and then it drops its sword into the ground and it stares at you guys and bellows. And light them up, boys! Callie is going to step beside Oris and pull her bow out as well, but not getting off that quick, sweet first shot. You're going to have Tessa deciding to stick kind of near Fjorn here, and the Black Fang presses his back up against the building that he expects the troll to come smashing past. So he's like got his swords drawn and he's ready to get into a fight, and he's starting to say some words of magic possibly before anything happens. Tango is going to he's going to just kind of back up a little bit kind of from the group, and he's going to pull out his flaming short sword again and just kind of take a stance, and then we can all roll our initiative.
Before we do that, can Oris use focused aim on his shot? Which I was trying to say before. But you just kept going, so.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
I'll
it's kind of weird because it's not like in combat, but yeah, why not?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
go for
it's up to
it.
you.
Go for it. You can use a key point and hit. That's fine.
Okay. Does the 18 hit?
It will, yeah.
It does?
It does, yes.
Okay. There's the damage roll, 11.
11 points of damage. Alright, so what did you guys do for initiative? May is a 14, Rim is last. Horus is a 14. Fjorn initiative?
7.
Oh, you did it already. Sorry. A 7. Oh, you guys are a little bit slow today. Those trolls be first. Let me just remember their hit
Black
point
Fang
totals.
rolled like a 33 on an initiative though.
The Black Fang? Yeah, he finishes casting the spells that he casts under his breath, and he starts shimmering, like he's moving very quickly now. Sorry, this troll took some damage from you guys. Took an arrow and a fiery blast. There's another troll, potentially. Then who is at the top? Oris with that 14 and May with a 14? Who wants to go first between the two of you?
Oris will go first.
I mean, you're not technically going first. You'll just be. I just mean when your turn comes up, who wants to take it?
Yeah.
And then Fjorn, and Rim, and then Blanford. No, he's not here. I feel so bad, actually. Don't split the party, they said, and I just ignored it. And
He's
then
a sleepy
I'm
boy.
Put, sorry. There's a lot of NPCs and people now. I should just kill them off. It'd be so much easier. Okay. Up front are the trolls, and the one comes smashing through the alleyway to kind of meet into combat with you guys, and as it does, the Black Fang gets... Whoa, knocks my own headset off as he comes down, had readied a swing on there. Yeah, he connects for a little bit of damage on that troll's legs, and it kind of ignores the attack and keeps going in to smash into the main group of you guys. The other troll comes stampeding towards you guys. I'm going to say probably Fjorn is the one up front, if anybody. So I'm going to have Fjorn take the one from the street head on, and then I'm going to say the other one coming in sideways. I'm going to roll for it to see who of the rest of you. Because we didn't really give... I guess there's only the two of you, actually, otherwise. He's going to hit Oris into some melee.
Nice.
Although Callie will be assisting right beside you, so it's not that big a deal.
What does the assist do?
Well, we'll see on her turn.
I thought you meant for like defensive purposes or something.
So it's gonna get some attacks on you guys. 3 on Fjorn, 3 on Oris. With 2 of them are gonna be with a. This is weird. Okay, technically it has to bite, and then, I'm just gonna call. I'm gonna say whatever I want. I'm gonna say it's 2 claws and the sword, and that's how you're gonna deal with it. So, the 2 claw. This will be on Fjorn first. The 2 claw attacks are a 15 and a 25.
Yeah, they both hit.
And the sword is a flat 1, so that's gonna miss. So you got the 2 claws coming at you. For 16 points of slashing damage before you've raged. So, and then against Oris, we got 2 claws and a sword. The claws are a 14, which I'm sure misses, a 20.
20 hits.
The sword is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits too.
So the claw is going to do 5 points of slashing damage, not a whole lot, and then the sword is going to do, 11 points of slashing as it crashes into you. And that's it for trolls. We get to move on to who is next in the order. Oris, it's your turn. Although the troll that just took damage from the Black Fang does not look like he's actually hurt, as his body closes up the wounds almost as soon as he puts them in. Oris, it is your turn.
I guess the troll is in my face, so...
That's true.
Quarterstaff.
Smake. Oh.
I think that's going to miss, seeing as the 18 missed, because of the armor.
The 18 hit.
Yeah, sorry, the 16 missed.
The 16 missed, yeah.
I'll swing again. I guess I've just hit armor, we'll say, because it's probably hard to miss a troll.
Yeah, or it's like its skin as well. Even if you pass through the armor, some of its skin's pretty tough too, and it can potentially block a bunch of it. Ooh, geez. Yeah, you bash your quarterstaff into it, but you're not finding purchase. An unarmed strike. Wow, just missing the buck with every single swing here. As you pound on this creature, and it just growls at you. May, would you like a turn?
No.
I will turn the turn down. I don't need it.
Okay.
I really wanted to stunning strike it for you, May.
You have to connect, though. Yeah, that sucks. You almost got there. Can you put the points in to hit still?
I could have done 2 key focused aim on the quarterstaff, and then I would have had 1.
You would have to use all your key points.
All 3 key points just for a chance at a stunning strike.
You only have 4 key points?
I had 2 used already at the start of the
session. Okay. Okay, fair enough.
I guess I'm just going to firebolt again.
Okay. You're going for the one that you hit last time, right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Is that a critical hit?
No.
No.
Nice.
You just have +7.
That's
I just gotta know you guys are level 6 now, and you're going to hit.
17 damage rolled high.
On a 2d10, damn.
Yeah, you are dishing out the hurt as the flames again light him up. His skin charring. What would you like to do? Is that your turn?
Yeah. Should I move or no?
You're far enough away. It looks like they're kind of busy in melee already. I think you're okay. Fjorn.
So, I guess I'll rage.
And as you rage, I forget exactly. I believe your veins, like, your eyes, like, change color a bit, and your veins kind of, like, bulge out and are almost black as your body almost takes this, like, slightly demonic-looking form as you get into, you know, the kind of Fjorn that we're all used to seeing.
And so the one that's right in front of me, I guess, right?
Yes. A 13 is not going to hit. A 20 is good. Oh,
I just remembered I had inspiration, too. Oh, well.
Oh, you could have had advantage on one of your swings.
Yeah, too late for that.
So that's 18 plus the Divine Fury. That's a ton of damage as you dish out, what is that, 23 points of damage, cleaving into this creature. You pull your blade out, you put it deep into its chest, through its armor, and you pull it back out, and some troll blood splatters on you. This guy is starting to look hurt at this point. That attack, it's kind of like, kind of hunched over a bit. Tessa is super impressed with you, by the way.
So, will he heal up the necrotic?
You're not sure. He's not healing immediately. That's for sure. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Rim goes up next.
Okay.
Oh, what does that do again?
Oh, that's a crit. It shows a B on the die. I was like, what?
Sweet. What were you shooting at? The hurt one, I'm guessing?
Yeah, the one, well, at least as long as somebody's next to it, then yes.
Sure. So you get that sweet crit sneak attack damage.
Plus the sneak attack. Let me re-roll. I need to roll extra. 16 damage.
Oh, really? That's doubled?
Wait, did his actually... I forgot. Does he have 2d6s now? He does.
For a sneak attack at level 4?
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you would have another 2d6 to throw on top of that.
2d6. Rolled even worse. Okay, that's
So 19 total. Still good. The arrow sticks in, like passes through it, like hits off its shoulder and goes into its neck deep, and it kind of sticks out the other side. A real good critical shot, doing some serious damage on this thing. It is still standing though.
I guess actually, you know what? Why not? He's gonna take an action surge and just before I forget to use it.
Oh, he's level 2 fighter, level 2 rogue,
Yes.
and his sneak attack is 2d6 at level 2.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's probably why it wasn't. Well, that
Okay,
hits.
I'll take 3 hit points off. It's fine.
We'll just
yeah.
the d6. This is also a d6, so just add 3 damage basically.
Sorry.
This attack hit also. It was a 22, so that's supposed to be a d6 plus 3. So just if we just take off a d6 from the other one, we'll just say plus 3.
Sure. Yeah. What? That's fine. So Rim finishes his turn. Callie's gonna take a shot. Oh, a critical hit. Okay. Tessa's gonna do some swings with her little daggers, helping Thorn out. Looks like she did some damage. She managed just to land a blow. Let me just check that. Callie's shot. Actually, I guess she wouldn't be using a bow. She'd be using a sword right now because she'd be in melee as well. She did a good chunk of damage with that critical hit, but she's attacking the fresh troll that's beside Oris, so I mean, hasn't really taken a lot of damage total. Tango is going to. He can't do that actually. If he does that, he's going to hurt everybody. That seems like a bad thing to do. I guess he's going to run up and help Oris. Actually, you know what he's going to do? Is it doesn't look like he's doing anything at first, and he's just like doing something on the ground, and you guys aren't really sure what he's doing. Because he's behind you guys and whatever, he's just doing his thing. While he's busy doing that, the Black Fang is at the top of the order, and he's going to run in and help Oris, actually. So he's going to do his, like, zip, 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 his quick, hasty movements as he gets right behind that troll. He gets to unleash a flurry of blows with magical weapons.
Like an actual ability, or are you just, like, saying that?
What's that?
Because the monk attack is actually called Flurry of Blows?
Oh!
Or is it... You're
not with
that.
Flurry of Blows, just with just a bunch of attacks.
He's not a monk using Flurry of Blows?
No,
okay.
He's not. He just always hits like a bazillion times because, if you guys remember, he just... Well, after he hates, he just, like, connects.
Right.
He already gets, like, a bunch of extra attacks. He has an offhand, and then he hates for even more attacks. Yeah, he dishes out a good chunk of damage as he cuts 3-4 times into the back of this thing. And it, then it's the troll's turn, so it's gonna take one swipe at the Black Fang, and it's gonna hit, or it's not gonna hit him as he zips, and he kind of dodges out of the way. He's pretty badass. And then we're gonna get two. I mean, you guys are pretty badass as well. At your level, you guys are starting to really get powerful. So 1 claw, 1 sword on Oris, 2 claws and a sword on Fjorn. We'll do the 1 claw, 1 sword on Oris first. I don't think either of those are gonna hit. 13 and a 12.
Nope.
As that troll just misses. As he's surrounded, he's swinging and he's missing the Black Fang. He's missing Oris. He's not doing a whole bunch. And then the 2 attacks or the 3 attacks on Fjorn. Wow, those wildly missed, and the sword is going to be a critical hit, natural 20. So the 2 claw attacks you easily dodge out of the way, but then he follows up with this massive great sword for... Jeez. 35 points of damage, which luckily you're raging, so you're only going to see 17 of that. As he gets you with his big sword, and you kind of block it with your axe, but it doesn't matter. It cuts down your arm, and you just shrug it off, ready to go. Also, the troll that Oris is facing heals back some hit points, and it is now Oris's turn.
Okay, maybe this time. Can I get into a flanking position or
I hate giving you guys flanking when there's just like, because you just have like 10 people in there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have you fight 10
matter.
people and keep track. So I'm just not going to give it to you guys this time.
That's
Again, in a fight like this, you don't need it. Like, you guys
Yeah.
are already pretty far ahead. I think you'll be all right.
Oris just doesn't like whiffing in front of Callie, so.
That's true. It's pretty embarrassing. Even though there's 3 of you on that guy. A 17's good.
The 17 does hit? Okay, good. Okay, so the 16 just barely missed.
Yeah.
Then damage is going to be the 2-hander. 7.
7 points.
I will use a key point for a stunning strike.
Okay, so he has to make a con save.
Con DC 14, which he'll probably make because he's a big boy.
Can I do it? Can I do it here? I might be confusing the commands, but let's see. Oh, he makes it.
Yeah, that's he's a +5. Okay, so it's doable then. It's not
Trolls
like a
are
+9 or something. but
pretty
that's still- Yeah.
Constitutional, constipation.
Second quarterstaff. Hey, another 2-hander.
Nice.
Another
Only
8.
8 damage.
And another stunning strike attempt.
All right. Oh, right, I gotta do it.
Damn.
Beefy boy. You cannot stun him as you land these attacks, and the key energy shocks through its body, and it just flexes it off.
Bonus action, unarmed strike.
All right.
Ah.
No. Just misses as it strikes against its plate that it's covering its body with.
That's all.
Still impressive. Still impressive that you did some damage. May, what would you like to do?
There's just one left? Or?
No, there's still 2. There's one that's pretty beat up that's in front of Fjorn, and then there's one that's looks fresh in front of Oris.
Alright, I'll just go after the one that's more hurt.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
13 damage.
Light him up! And as you hit the troll this time, every time you hit it, it kind of like burns for a second and then cinders down. This time when you strike it, the fire engulfs the creature and then just keeps burning it like a candle, and you can all smell burnt trolls screaming out, and it's like reaches up into the sky for a second, and it brings down one. It's actually going to like swing one attack on Fjorn as it dies, as its death knell. It will hit with that attack. And you're going to be like, do trolls have that? And I'm going to say, yes, they do. I've decided they do. For 11 points or 5 points after your resistances. As he claws across Fjorn. And it's just a burning, smoldering pile at the moment. Dead. Is that your turn?
Sweet. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Awesome. All right.
How come nobody's making any troll comments?
Like in chat and stuff.
To the trolls? I don't know.
Or Fjorn, it's your turn now.
I guess I'll move to the other one.
Yeah, sounds good. You can easily just get over there and start helping out. No. A That's no good. That's not going to hit either as you whiff. Maybe requiring a little recklessness on the next chance.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
As the troll manages to... And then your second attack kind of hits across its armor. Sparks going wide. Just staring at you. Rim.
Damn, it's another crit.
Oh shit. Someone has learned how to manipulate the dice.
He rolled horribly.
Whoa, never mind.
Wait, he gets another couple.
Another die. Or dice or whatever.
10 damage.
10 damage. That's still pretty good.
Hit really well, so it looks impressive.
This one also has an arrow like through its neck now. That's it. So NPCs. Callie's gonna take a shot. It's gonna go wide this time. She was so impressed by you, Oris, actually landing some blows on this thing. Or I guess she was slashing with her sword, not taking a shot with her bow. She goes to attack with it, and it manages to get out of the way too. Now it's surrounded by you guys, and it's flailing around and managing to defend itself. Tessa is going to come diving in underneath. She's going to do like a move where she kind of like runs up and slides on her knees and tries to cut underneath the troll. Let's see how well that works for her. One of them connects. Yeah, so she comes down deep. She goes to slash, like, as she's sliding on her knees, she goes to slash with both of the swords, and one misses a leg and the other one catches the troll, dealing some damage. Not a lot of damage, let's be honest. She's just using mundane short swords, and she's not level 6 like you guys. But that is enough to make the troll start to look like it's... That was tipping it over into the bloodied state, so it does look like it's done some stuff. Then Tango, finally taking a turn. Whatever he was doing, like, as you kind of look over to see if he's doing anything, you notice that he just finishes up rolling something with the dice and possibly using one of those tokens to force a roll. And he stands up. He says, "Guys, duck!" And you notice he has something in his hand, and he does like a 360 spin and whips it up into the air above the troll, and then a fireball appears 20 feet above the troll, so that you guys are capable of just staying low and not getting hit by this thing. And it just does a boatload of fire damage. Let me just roll some dice here. It doesn't take you... It's very easy for May to realize that he was throwing one of the beads from the fiery necklace. What is it? 66? For fireball?
86.
86?
86 is the fireball threshold.
Okay. I don't have enough d6s. 9, 18. Okay, that's a good chunk of damage. As that fireball lights him up as we keep lighting up the troll. It engulfs in flame because it's tall too. It's a large creature, so it's like 10 feet taller than everybody to begin with. And the fireball engulfs its head for a sec, and as it goes out, the thing is still standing there, but it's singed. Its face is all black. And it's trying to like see and wink out of its eyes, even though it's been hurt pretty bad. The Black Fang getting his... I'm going to say he knows Monk's flurry of blows. Why not? No, I'm just kidding. He's just going to land some attacks, hasty attacks. He like climbs up onto the creature real quick. Like he zips up its back and stabs. He brings the swords down like backwards style, like holding it out the bottom of his fists. And he starts just like stabbing into the back of it 3-4 times into its shoulders and back. And then he does like a backflip off, landing on the ground. This troll is looking hurt. But it is the troll's turn now. And it will take its attacks. This time it's gonna do one claw on Fjorn, who just showed up. And it's going to do its 2 other attacks on Oris. The claw on Fjorn will be irrelevant. Super low roll. Then on Oris, we got an 18 and a 20-something.
Just the 20 hits. I have Agile Parry up. So.
Oh, damn. That's pretty good. All right, so then the great sword hit you. Which was the second
Owies.
one. 12 points of slashing damage. As he manages to hit you one last time. As you can tell that it's on its way out. Oris, it is your turn. Are you bloodied, by the way?
Yeah, I'm bloodied after the greatsword hit. I was at 25 out of 45. Now I'm at 13 out of 45.
Well, you're still standing.
Yeah, 25
Prove
is over
yourself.
half, so I was fine before the big hit there. Okay, yeah. I'm going to use... what can I do here? Bonus action, Step of the Wind to disengage.
Oh, okay, sure.
Which costs a key point. I'm going to back up, and then as my action, I'm going to fire my bow twice, if that's okay.
All right, yeah, that's fine. Nope. No. Oh,
Whiff. But I'm way out of the way now.
Yeah, you do like this dive out of the way, and you fire shot, and then the troll blocks them. It can't even see. It's just like flailing, and it's like it's the armor on its arms just like deflecting it by accident, and then you kind of land. You kind of slide prone, like on your back foot a bit, and you get back into your standing pose and prepare to look awesome. Even though you didn't do any damage.
It was kind of cowardly play, but you know.
May, what would you like to do? How are you finishing off this thing?
I guess same thing. Just keep firing.
28 critical hit. All right, now you don't have to worry about me saying that you only roll 20s and 1s apparently.
I guess. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Hits the building like beside you guys, and the building actually even catches fire a little bit and is starting to smolder into the sound of combat as it boils away. I don't know why I said boil, but whatever. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there's 4 of you, aren't there? It's too bad no one attacked you. I kind of forgot that you had mirror image. Fjorn, it is your turn. Finish off this.
Opportunity attack. Just in case.
No, just under. There we go. That's a hit. Finish her off, Fjorn. 7 points plus the necrotic. Yeah, that's enough. How would you like to kill this thing?
Cut his head off.
Yeah, awesome. It's flailing around like with its arms kind of half blind, and your sword gets in. You come in hot right into its chest, and it goes to like grab the sword where it went in, and then you come up and out, and like because it's kind of hunched over, you come up through its neck, and the head just lops to the ground, the body falling backwards. Dead troll. I think technically the trolls like do that stupid thing where they would regenerate back like the revenants, but you guys are flaming the crap out of them, and we've all learned fire stops regeneration, so yeah, it's all good. 2 dead trolls. You guys are now out of initiative.
Oris wants to learn some fire arrows, double tack or something.
Yeah, I mean, there are magical arrows or something. You could probably get your hands on something like that. Or May could give you her bead of fireball or whatever.
Can you combine with stuff like that? I have no idea.
I mean, that's not what I was suggesting. I was suggesting you just throw the beads, but I mean,
no.
Putting it on a sword would be, or on an arrow would be pretty sweet, actually.
I'm talking about like double tech dynamics, like Chrono Trigger style. Like we both use our turn at the same time.
Oh, okay, so
like bonus or something. I have no idea.
Just to remind you guys, technically, one action you can always take on your turn, which is an action instead of like attacking, is the improvise action, which is literally you can do whatever you want. There'll be obviously some roles and some limitations on the DM's part, but you can do, you can do creative stuff like that if that's something you want to do. Feel free to throw things at me like that. Like, for example, it is completely legitimate for a player to say, I want to jump on that chandelier, swing on it, and slash and stuff. And then the DM will decide how many attacks they get and what have you and figure it out. But, I mean, Yeah, if ever you guys are like, I wish I was slightly more badass, feel free to either flavor what you're doing or go so far as to say, I also want to do something that's a little outside the rules, and we can rule of cool that stuff. But otherwise, I think we are going to just say you guys travel back, meet up with Fallstar, and he did not get to play this
Sorry,
time.
Fallstar.
And then you guys will rest up, and we'll worry about what you guys do. If you want to do something before you rest, we can deal with that next week, and we'll retroactive, maybe rolling the dice or whatever. If you were curious, Tango, I almost said Heckram. No, his name is Tango. Rolled the dice and forced the roll to get the bead, and then used the bead. That's why it took him 2 turns to do it. Which is something you guys could technically do too if you now that you have both tokens and dice. It's not really overpowered because you're taking 2 turns to do it, but you could do it beforehand, which he should probably do, but he hasn't, because sometimes it's nice to have the flexibility. So you know, do I want that roll today to be money, or do I want that roll to be a health potion, or do I want that roll to be? Anyways, that's what he was doing. If you guys cared.
Or do we want this roll to be exhaustion?
No, yeah, I got him.
Yeah, exactly. If you really want to be exhausted, yeah, it's definitely possible. Well, the thing is, I believe, Falsar, you were saying, well, you could throw the dice and hope the spectators come and then run or whatever. Well, now you watch him do it. It's a 4 out of 6 chance that you can force it. Because if you roll a skull, like, you can't force both rolls. If you read what Heckram's token says, it's weirdly worded, but basically you can only use it for one of the 2 rolls of a pair. Or you can use it for a single roll, but then that roll is a single roll, if that makes sense. You can't do both halves of the double roll. But you could do one single roll forced and another single roll forced, but you can't do both halves of a double roll force. But if you roll it, and as long as it's not the first roll isn't a skull, then you can force the spectators. It's the second roll. And yeah, you could potentially throw spectators at an enemy and then run, and then come back later and hope to collect the tokens if they killed the thing, or maybe not. Anyways, maybe this is the worst magical item I've ever created, or maybe it's awesome. I don't know. You guys.
I'm really good at making absolutely evil, terrible magic items that nobody wants to use.
Well, you guys still technically have the bag of rats, and it's never been used.
Can I have them? Because I would be really good with that. That's the kind of thing that
Ask us.
You probably do. I don't care.
Ask us when you're with us in person. You're not sleeping.
I know, right? Well,
yeah.
I think our episode was okay. I mean, yeah, it was a bit of running around and walking and stuff, but you did all the things. Those weren't the only trolls in town, so you probably could still do some more troll fighting, but it doesn't hurt if you bring back like some token proving that you've killed those trolls.
You should probably cut their ears off.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So, I'm going to call it right now. I hope we do. Just my quick outro. We stream, for anyone watching, we stream the Meridian Falls campaign, 2 sides of it. There's another party that plays slightly different location. They haven't physically met in game yet. So technically this is a campaign with 8 players in it. This is 4 of them, and another 4 play the other half. And that is on Wednesday evenings. So Sunday at noon Eastern time, and then we have Wednesdays at 7 Eastern time. If you're interested in following both of those. Also, if you'd love to just play some Dungeons and Dragons, feel free to jump into the Discord link below. People run one-shots. We just had someone run a one-shot just the other night, and people were playing in that. If you want to play a little Dungeons and Dragons, you just want to keep up with what's going on. There's always fun things going on, and really it doesn't hurt you to be in a Discord chat. It really is free to do. So I'll also let everyone say their goodbyes. 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. I hope the rest of you have a good Sunday afternoon. Stay safe because COVID has been crazy lately. I'm not going to go into depths, but where I live has just recently increased their lockdown restrictions. So I hope everybody stays safe out there and has a good